welcome race fans here to Freaky Fast Broadcasting, as we are proud to bring you Sim Racing Unleashed tonight at Dover International Speedway, where the Monster Mile is gonna try to show these drivers who the monster is, or will the drivers show the monster a little bit of respect out there as they get ready to take on this awesome track here, concrete surface here in Delaware, about an hour away from my home here. So it's one of my home tracks here, so it's nice to see that. But yes, let's see how these guys all tackle the track here tonight. Thank you everybody out there on Facebook and YouTube for tuning in and tonight here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Don't forget to hit that like button, share button, and follow button, and the bell button on both sides. But I'm talking really fast, but I'm about ready to bring up Lee Tidwell and Zach Hall, as they're going to be able to give you more insight on Dover Downs. So I'd like to welcome Lee and Zach to the booth.
The Monster Mash. We'll do the Monster Mash. The Monster Mash. We're at the Monster Mile. The Monster Mash. They call it Dover International. The Monster Mash. It's Sim Racing Unleashed. Wow. Go on, fellas, join in.
Wow.
Welcome to Dover International Speedway. Sim Racing Unleashed on your Sunday afternoon. Let's go ahead and get it out of the way, because I can see the live broadcast. No, Robert, go back to who you was with before. Ladies and gentlemen, he was out last week, but he's back this week. Mr. Rodrigo Loga has made it back to Sim Racing Unleashed, as we are putting down times now. Michael Yarrow, Zach 21.702. Zach King Indy himself here with us this evening, high up in the booth. How you doing, Mr. Zach Hall?
Oh man, doing great. This track right here is going to put on a heck of a show, and I'm glad to get back here again for some Racing Unleashed action, man. I've had a great time commentating this league, and they always put on a heck of a show. And tell you what, like you said, this is the Monster Mile. This thing will beat you up, and we're going to see who has the mental fortitude to make it through tonight and get the victory lane.
So Yarrow on the pole as of the moment, 21.702. Dave Bush rolling into second, 21.815. Collie in third at the moment. Anderson fourth. Nicholas Lulby rolling it in fifth. We still got Orlando Riviera, Hunter Hayward, Fernando Gamboa, Jason T. Adams, Mr. Constitution himself, Michael Palmer, Buzz Lightyear, him and James Small, Stephen Leffler yet to qualify as well. So going to have a big field here tonight, Zach.
For sure, yeah, big field here at Dover. And I can tell you what, Lee, this track right here, I think you guys talked about a little bit last night, the WSSR race, about racing the racetrack. And this is kind of a similar thing. You can get caught up really easy at this racetrack and over push it. If you do that, I'm going to tell you what, that right front tire is not going to be too happy. This place will eat that right front tire off. I've had many times where I've almost blown a right front of this track. So it's going to be tough to keep that under you, and you're going to see guys that are going to be, take off on the early run, go get a little gap, and then you're going to see guys that, kind of save their stuff, and they're going to start to charge through the middle portion to the end of the run.
Brandon Colley competing in tonight's event, one of our cross-pollinators. We like to call them Freaky Fast. They're one of our little guys that like to swim upstream and pollinate different things. Brandon Colley happened to pollinate Sim Racing Unleashed, and now a little Freaky Fast baby being born there. So we get set tonight for how many laps we got going on tonight? We have 200 laps of Dover action in store for you. And don't forget, Freaky Fast Broadcasting brought to you each and every night by the Butt Kicker and the Gamer 2. You can check out the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Also by electronicexpress.com for all of your electronic needs. Check out electronicexpress.com. And by iPitting, the iPitting board at iPitting.com. Still got a few more guys out on the track. Brandon Hartwell, Rodrigo Loga turning those laps. Michael Yarrow still on the pole, Zach, with a really good time. That 21.709 looks like it might stick. Logan comes across the line. Now here comes Brandon Hartwell to lay down his final lap. Nope, Hartwell just disappeared. Whew. Yeah, so new innovation here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Me and Zach can actually see the broadcast live and I can still be high atop my press box view. So you're going to hear a lot more of us talking about what you're seeing on the screen instead of random stuff, because I can see what's on your screen now while I can still set up in my press box. It is very interesting. But that was country, wasn't it? Interesting. It's interesting, fellas.
Sounds like me.
I'm going to call the entire race like Boomhauer. I'm turn one, man. I'm door to door, man. I got to attack. I'm all wrecked, man.
I'm going to lose it if you do.
Starting grid for this evening here at Sim Racing Unleashed. Michael Yarrow taking the pole at number 95 machine, 21.702. In second to be Bradley Delph, the number 14. Third to be Dave Bush at the 53. The number 2 of Brandon Colley at fourth, Jason Anderson. Hey, excuse me. We'll take that 5th position at number 92. The 76 is Josh Jones in 6th. Nicholas Lobby will take the 7th spot at number 13. Rodrigo Logan just talked for the first time on the radio. I'm so sorry. Steven Stippian in 8th position in the number 81. The number 1 of Todd Neeson, 9th. Braden Kress in the 91 and 10th. Rodrigo Logan will be in 11th position in the number 22. Stephen Leffler in the number 72 will be in 12th. And 13th, Brandon Hartwell. 14th, David Neese. 15th, Lane Doyle. 16th, Robbie Darnell. 17th, Eric Bradford. 18th, Robert Cheswick. And 19th will be Kerry Chim. 20th, Mark Kischik. I always have trouble saying his name the first time. 21, Orlando Riviera. 22, Hunter Hayward. 23, James Small. 24, Paul Cohen. 25, Jason T. Adams. 26, Michael Palmer. 27, Fernando Gamboa. Is that it?
Yeah.
Yep, that's it. Looks like from 21 on, no time late as we get set to take on the Monster Mile. The Monster Mile. It is the Monster Mile. Here at Dover International Sim Racing Unleashed, 27 cars taking the grid, Zach. Going to be a great race to watch. And Michael Yarrow, someone that had strong potential last season that just never came to fruition, sitting on the pole. This should be very good. Bradley Delph had a very strong showing last week. Dave Bush, who drove in the World Series Sim Racing for Season 3's debut last night, here taking the 3rd spot. And Colley, who originally came from WSSR, sitting in 4th. And then your 3rd row, Jason Anderson and Josh Jones.
Should be a heck of a race here tonight, guys. See who can manage their stuff the most, but still very, very fast racetrack. It takes a very technical driving skill. So let's see who can master miles.
Pace car will come off. We will bring them to the line. We are going to do 200 laps of Sim Racing Unleashed action. Lead Tidwell, Zach Collin, Robin Moya here with you. And here we go. Yarrow will bring them to the line. Dave Bush with a nice start. We'll slide into that 2nd position. We go into 1 and 2. Bush slides into 2nd, Delphin 3rd, Colley 4th, Anderson will fall up into 5th position. Ooh, Josh Jones almost touches the wall. We come down into 3. Yarrow will continue to lead. If we already went to single file here, Zach, these guys settled it down real quick.
Yeah, they did. Some interesting stuff being played out too. As we actually got a battle there up in front there for 2nd. Now Dave Bush looks like he's got Bradley on the inside there. He's actually going clear there. So Bradley back into that 2nd position where he qualified. Now looking at Colley, he's going to look for that 3rd position.
Colley looking underneath Dave Bush right now for possibly that 3rd position. We'll get it coming out of 4. Colley's looking quick here now. Lap 3 of 200. And Brandon Colley moves up into 3rd position. Right in front of him is Bradley Delph. Dave Bush will settle into the 4th position. Jason Anderson continues to ride in 5th, along with Josh Jones right behind him. Then you've got Lobie, Stippian, Todd Neese, and Brayton Caress rounding out your top 10. I like Todd Neese because you can always tell his car. He's going to have some kind of lime-colored green, and you're going to be able to find Todd Neese in a crowd. It's kind of like Mace Windu in a Jedi fight.
Oh, yeah. Purple lightsaber is my favorite one, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So if you compare it to Mace Windu, you're doing pretty good.
Back up front, Delph has now chased down Yarrow with only a 0.2 of a second lead.
Yes, he
and
has.
Yeah, he's looking to maybe put some pressure on him here going into 3, but then backed off, going to play his cards here. We're only on lap 5, got a long time to go here. These guys tend to know that. This isn't like my bottom split races that I did last night after the WSSR event. I happened to jump on and do a few of those Daytona races in the trucks and lost a whole lot of safety rating.
Yeah, you know, you can see here now, it's easy to lose safety rating. Trust me, official is crazy, but you get some great racing here in the leagues. That's what's amazing about league racing, iRacing. But, you know, right here, riding along with Bradley, you know, Michael had that decent-sized lead there, but I think he's managing. You can't go out here and run qualifying laps. So, like I said earlier, this track is also a management track with tires, and if you go out here pushing real hard, you're going to pay the price after 20 laps.
And Delph is definitely pushing it right now. As you can see, he's right behind Yarrow and not going to let him run away. The top 6 have settled in single file right to the backside. Was Delph. Delph down to the inside of Yarrow, going into 3, looking for that lead. Bradley Delph will have the lead as we've crossed the line for the completion of lap number 8. New leader here at Dover will be the number 14 car of Bradley Delph. And that Office Depot Ford Mustang taking it down the backstretch. Look at Brandon Colley now. Colley up to 2nd position. Dave Bush up to 3rd. What happened to the 95 of Yarrow? Did he just decide to slide on back to 6, or was there some issues? Did he eat up those tires?
Yeah, you know, this is something I've seen people do before. I mean, I don't know if you guys can remember, but WSSR ran a race here in Dover not too long ago, and this is similar to what Brian Johnson would do. He would drop back about 5-6 positions, let the top 5, you know, go and run out there, burn their stuff up, and then, you know, the next 20-30 laps later, he would be so much quicker than everybody just because of the management. And another thing I'm seeing is these guys are really dominating the corner, you know, really getting in there with that, I'd say, 2nd lane, then coming back down to the bottom on exit. That can hurt your tires here. You know, the reason they're up in that 2nd lane is they're carrying a lot of speed. As you see, Yarrow really sticking to the bottom here, trying to keep that rolling speed a little bit lower. It's going to be a little bit better on the tires. I'm hoping that's what's going on for Yarrow. Maybe he is struggling already a little bit with the tires, but I'm hoping he's playing just management, and we'll see if it comes back to him.
Yarrow's got Nicholas Lulby right behind him now. Starting to make a charge. Half a second distance between those two, as we're now looking at the number 21 of Hunter Hayward. Hayward on the inside of the 81 Stympian. Stympian almost kisses the wall, then crosses the start-finish line. Now going into 1. Hayward up underneath Stympian, and now Braden Caress looking to make that pass as well. Out of 2, door-to-door, Stympian and Caress. Stympian's going to wisely let off, but that puts Hartwell driving right into the backside of him.
Yeah, that's the thing, Lee. This track also, you know, you start giving that bottom up there, and you kind of get freight trained if there's a few cars behind you. We got to caution, guys.
Oh, looks like the 3 might be involved. He is. See here, Aaron Bradford was involved. Bradford hit the outside wall, it looked like. And then, they got T-boned by the 44 of Robbie Darnell. So let's watch it on the replay. You see them coming through the turn here. That's out of 2. So they'll go down the backstretch, and right here, the 3 of Bradford just hits that wall and then gets T-boned. Back quarter panel. Close enough to being T-boned. But Robbie Darnell is going to have to be seen by the Infield Care Center now just to ensure that everything is all right. But we enter our first caution of the evening at Dover with lap 15 of 200 with Sim Racing Unleashed. Mr. Hall, how has your weekend been, sir?
Pretty good, other than, running pretty decent in Atlanta, getting a motor blown up there. But we'll rebound next week, hopefully for myself. But, man, I really can't be more excited just to be up at the booth again with you guys on Sunday nights here. And, it's just a great time of the year also. So almost getting into that fall time, but it's still real hot outside. So hopefully it'll cool down here in North Carolina.
What's really bad is I love the fall. That's my favorite season. Yep, Halloween's my favorite holiday. And for the past 2 years, me and my wife has taken a Halloween cruise every year. And that's just been our vacation. That's been our highlight. And this year we can't take our Halloween cruise. So I decided to make different Halloween plans, and we're going to share those plans with everyone, all of the Freaky Fast the viewers and listeners out there, all the leagues that we broadcast. We're going to be sharing a very special announcement coming up in just a few short weeks about Halloween night, October 31st on Freaky Fast Broadcast.
Yeah, definitely. I've always been a fan of Halloween too. I'm a Halloween baby, so born the day before Halloween, 30th. So
that's why you so scary.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's definitely a good time of the year. So,
you know. Like watching Family Guy. Damn, Nature, you scary.
Even though I wish, I wouldn't be getting 1 year older. I'm starting to get close to that 3 number. That scares me.
Oh man, I wish I could be 30 again. To be 30 again. What I would do different.
I think that's what I would be thinking when I'm about to hit the floor.
What I would do to be 40 again. What I would do different.
Oh yes, that's definitely the thing. So, man,
if I could just be 60 again, I'd be happy.
Come on now, you're not 60 years old. Don't play with our emotions like that. Okay.
It's worth a shot, man. I'm gonna see if y'all fall for it. At least our top 21 that I see did not pit during that, so everybody decides just to hold off and let's let those tires go. What's our tire limit here, fellas?
We got a 4 tire limit, 4 sets, so that means they only have 3 in the box. That is, they're going to have to do a lot of management here tonight. You're going to be looking at really, lap. Yeah, you're going to be looking at. They're not going to be able to one-stop this race, first of all. You can't go 100 laps on fuel. You can only go about 80-something here at Dover. So, so right around 80 is what I'm hearing also. So, yeah, you're not going to one-stop it. So you're definitely going to two-stop this race. You might even three-stop it. So look at pit stops to happen, I'd say, starting at lap 50, and then maybe seeing them again at 100 and then 150. But that would be using every set of tires you have. So if you can make this race a two-stop race and have that extra set in your box, because I can tell you what, guys, if it comes down to a late race restart and someone has 30 to 40 lap fresher tires, you're going to see that person be Superman. Kind of like Larry Yingling last night. He put tires on and was in the lead in 2 laps from 25th at Atlanta, and that was 20 laps in Atlanta. And I can tell you, 20 laps, 30 laps at this place is pretty similar to the wear you can see at Atlanta. It's just so much load in these high bank corners, and I mean you're falling off a 3-story building every time you go into the corner. So it's a wild ride here at Dover, and those tires feel the brunt of it.
So Bradley Delph will bring them down the backstretch. Collie and that Outback Steakhouse Driven Motorsports number 2 will be in the second position. In the high line, Dave Bush in third, Jason Anderson fourth, and Josh Jones and Michael Yarrow. That will be your front 3 rows as we get ready to go green flag racing from Dover, Delaware. Little bitty state, great big racing. Here we go. Barney the flag guy says, hold it. Let's do it, fellas. Waves that little arm, and look at the restart by Collie.
Yeah, that's another thing I was about to say. Wheel spin here is huge. I think he was able to put the power out just a lot better than anybody right there. As you see, he shot out a cannon. Look at Jason Anderson go around the outside. David Bush here looking too.
Yeah, so, Anderson and Bush really close to each other. But Brandon Collie looks like a NASA experiment with some rocket fuel in that thing. Anderson's going to slide to the backside of Bush and into place. So Collie takes off, Delph takes off, and we got some racing going on behind them. It's going to be the 76 of Jones and the 13 of Nicholas Lulby. Lulby, whoa! Has to drop. No, that wasn't Lulby. That was the 21 right behind him that had to drop way down. That is Hunter Hayward. Hayward battling Caress coming out of 4.
Great battles all over this racetrack, man. It's actually starting to single file out now as I say that. And you're going to want to do that, though. With these tires, like I said, it's a management game. So these guys are going to, like I was doing a little math here, you're going to want at least be able to do 66 laps before you're pitting here if you want to do this thing that's your style. So,
Hunter,
very tough.
Hunter Hayward down to the inside and will overtake 6th position from Lulby. Now trying to chase down Josh Jones. So Hayward not holding back now. Brandon Colley done checked out. Josh Jones to the inside of Jason Anderson. Now here comes the 21 of Hunter Hayward. Anderson's starting to fall backwards ever so graciously.
Yeah, and I would watch that 76 after last week's performance at Martinsville. That guy who circled as one of the guys to beat here at Sim Racing Unleashed.
Yep, the 76 of Josh Jones.
Oh, we got a car on the inside wall with the extra estimate caution.
We got a yellow right after Brandon Colley. No, Brandon Colley's in the lead.
Yep. So we have the 6 car, Robert Cheswick here. Led
Yeah, I thought I heard
contact with the 44.
Thought I heard a new leader in my ear. I was like, wait, got a new leader? Yeah, Colley took the lead on the restart there, so we're going to watch the 6. Oh, it taps the wall, and then dadgummit, is that the 44 again?
Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie Darnell again gets caught up in someone else's misfortune.
I don't think he took his fast repair though, Lee. I think I think his front end was still gone, so he might have lucked out there still and have a fast repair. So, man,
Cheswick, that Valvoline machine touches that outside wall. And Robbie Darnell says, "I'm going to hit you too." Coming in and pitting down, his crew chief is taking down the net, sticking his head and go, "While we're under caution, I want you to go back out there and hit the pace car."
We got 2 guys pitting here. Jason.
Wow,
Anderson.
I didn't even get a laugh at my Days of Thunder reference.
I laughed a little bit, just a little bit. Sometimes.
Now, I guess not all my jokes land, evidently, so I will keep that in mind next time. We need a laugh track.
Yeah, you need to get like the thing from like a sitcom where everybody laughs.
Get some Always Sunny background noise or something.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'd be perfect. But like I was saying before, the 92 here was pitting Jason Anderson. You've seen him drop back a little bit. So I think he said, give me some new tires, see what I can do here. And also you had Steven Leffler. So, I don't think he took tires.
Anderson pitted. Let me see. Kerry Chin went in on lap 15 along with Palmer.
Oh, yeah. None of these guys took tires. They just added fuel to their car. So they're looking to do something interesting here.
Yeah, lap 25 of 200. So we are an eighth of the way through if this was a gas tank.
Very, very true. And, this car typically tends to go to the tight side, like I was saying earlier, with that right front just being such abused here at the Dover International Speedway here. And it's just, I think, an interesting call by them to come add fuel. I don't think you're going to want to go more than what the fuel tank can give you anyways. You can go 80 laps. I don't think you're going to see anybody go 80 laps. And if they do, we need to give them an award for the saving the rubber award, I guess we could call it, because man, oh man, God. Now my train of thought is really broken. It wouldn't be a freaky fast broadcast without moments like this, ladies and gentlemen. But what was I going to say?
That's unsanitary.
Oh, I don't even know what to say now.
We got producers snorting in our ear.
Okay, here you go. I got it. My brain clicked. The extra fuel actually will help the balance of the race car, because the car is tighter. The more fuel you add, the little bit looser the balance is going to be. So
that's what she
maybe
said.
That'll help. Oh God!
Oh, we're on lap 27 of 200 from Dover. Thank you to the 8 people on Facebook that decided to stay with this craziness. Hello to the more than double our Facebook viewing audience. They're on YouTube this evening. YouTube, how you doing? Don't know if Robert didn't click the right button again and you are getting a better stream quality than Facebook, but if you are, you get bonus quality tonight for your regular price. Absolutely free here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Colley in the lead. Bradley Delphin second. Busch in third. Josh Jones, then Hunter Hayward. Then we'll go Lobby, Caress, Michael Yarrow, Brandon Hartwell, and Steven Stempien in 10th position, just right outside the 10th spot. And I'm going to withhold it until he makes it to the top 10. But Mr. Loga is sitting in 11th.
Wow, I've never heard you say his name that calm before.
Just wait until I say it, though.
Just wait.
I'm gonna walk all the way across my house just so I can say it as loud as I want to and not cut through the microphone.
You know, it's kind of interesting too. I was looking at the chat here on Facebook, and Kali, before this race, gets kicked off, he says he hates this place, man. I'm starting to question that. Kali, you need to rethink your love for this racetrack. You're up front, buddy.
The 22 of Rodrigo Loga and that beautiful gold paint scheme. So now, please don't call me stupid. What's on the front of his car? That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't completely insane. So, just to let everyone know, I do hear voices at times in my head during broadcast. I call it Robert. So, yeah, I was just carrying a conversation with Robert. I apologize that you guys couldn't hear it, and you think that I'm totally mental because I promised that my wife had me tested, and I was negative. Pace car comes off, and we will go back to green. Kali with the lead now. Lap 28 of 200 to be 29 when we cross the line. We have had 2 cautions so far. Green flag, and we're hoping to have a long green flag run here. Restart by the field. Kali takes off again like he did before. Man, Kali has got something.
He talked to Elon Musk today or something about the SpaceX launches. Maybe he got some rocket fuel in that car or something. I don't know.
Dave Bush getting a little bit wiggly there. He's racing along with Josh Jones. Behind them is going to be the 13 of Lulby. Hunter Hayward now up to 5th position. Brayton Carres comes moving in. We got some movement back here from about 4th on. As the 21 of Hunter Hayward down underneath Dave Bush, looking for 4th position. Bush almost kisses the wall. Now Brayton Carres underneath Dave Bush.
I gotta say, Hunter, look at where he's came from. He is 42nd to 4th, guys. That 21 is, he ain't saving no tire.
Nah, full send. It's full send.
Right. He's got lowest home improvement on the car, so maybe they got some special type of, compound for his right front there.
Flex Seal?
Yeah, maybe that. He did something, because I'll tell you what, he's digging.
As the front 4 have fanned out, Kali again has now jumped out to a nice little half-second lead over Bradley Delph. And then you've got Josh Jones, who's been charging through the field. He's up 3 spots now to 3rd position and starting to close in on Delph. Hunter Hayward in 4th. And Brayton Carres in 5th. We go into 1, and you can see there Josh Jones inching ever so closer to Bradley Delph. We could see a race for 2nd coming up pretty soon here. And then that 21 again, Hunter Hayward behind Jones. He just keeps gaining time as well.
Kali too, a little bit too, and he just looks a little tight right now. If I'm judging this right, sometimes it's hard to tell from outside the car. Look at old Josh Jones. He's back in the 14.
Yep, Josh Jones into the back of the 14. Bradley Delph, and just enough to send him around here at Dover. On lap 34, yep, he's going to tap the 14. He spins around. And then it's going to collect a few others as well.
Yeah, the 23 of Fernando Gamboa.
Now, again, Boa, oh, man, he reminds me of Joseph McWhorter. He's gets a casualty of other people's events so much. So there it is, the tap to the back end. And that's enough to upset IndyCar here at Dover, especially a 34 lap old tires. The 14 of Bradley Delph hits that wall. Dave Bush barely misses him. Oh, there goes Yarrow Hart. Whoa, Stipien barely missed him as well.
Look at the
Dave
one.
Neese barely missed him. There goes Lobby. Oh, man, it was like a parting of the seas and then just tapped.
Orlando Riviera there.
Orlando Riviera, yeah. Oh, and call the medic.
That's a T-bone there, Lee.
Yeah, that's a T-bone with extra sauce.
Yeah, did they did a little kiss on the front? Oh man, I think they were looking at each other right there like, man, oh man. But yeah, the 08 actually came out of that the worst, guys. He actually blew his engine from the hit. So Riviera gonna have to he had to reset and actually tow because he couldn't get back into pit road. So unfortunate for him, but he'll have a faster drive at least.
So Delph will fall back all the way to 26th position because of that incident. Brandon Colley will continue to lead the race. Jones will move up into second. And Zach, I'm not sure if Jones just misjudged that run he had on Delph or if that was just a Dover racing incident.
Yeah, the Delph was a little bit off the bottom. You know, as a driver, you can't if Jones lifts there, he's not going to make the pass. What I think he was trying to do is try to hold that bottom and you can try to time it. You want to be as close as possible, of course, but sometimes the timing is just a little bit wrong. And I think he was going to try to turn up under him and, get that run down the back straightaway for the pass into 3. But just unfortunately got to the back of him as the 14 was a little bit higher. So, a little bit higher, a little bit more area to travel. And they just kind of met there. And it's unfortunate for the 14. Josh Jones, he definitely did it on purpose. Did not look malicious there. It was just a little bit of a misjudgment there on his part, getting into the back of the 14. So, yeah, man. And another thing is Todd Neese. I hope his fire chute ain't white because I don't know how he made it by that. That I might have had to quit racing after that one. That was good enough for the day. I won.
he should have wore his brown pants. As we watch the 24 of Jason T. Adams going around the track, we are going to tell you about the fine sponsors that bring you Freaky Fast Broadcasting. They are the Butt Kicker and the Gamer 2. Every game deserves a truly immersive experience, and the Butt Kicker Gamer 2 lets you feel every detail, from subtle footsteps to the rumble of a V10-powered race car, from ambient environmental effects to the power of a nearby explosion. But moving to physical mass instead of only air like traditional speakers, the Gamer 2 provides an instant, accurate, powerful bass response, and it's all perfectly in sync with every game with no additional software required. Check out the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Use promo code FreakyFast20. That's Freaky with 2 E's. FreakyFast20 for 20% off your order of the Gamer 2 at thebuttkicker.com. Freaky Fast Broadcasting also brought to you by Electronic Express. Check them out at electronicexpress.com. For all of your home electronic needs, be it from a car audio, maybe you need a new kitchen package, a new a refrigerator, a new microwave oven, a new double door range. Maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for a new 75-inch Samsung television or a new gaming system. The new systems are about to come out. Maybe you need a new gaming computer. You're looking for some upgrades. Whatever it may be, check them out. electronicexpress.com. We make it happen. And also brought to you by the iPitting Board. iPitting Board is a web tool designed for iRacing teams, and it helps you create a series board for all your teammates. It provides a clear vision for every data point they need, from schedules, results, championship points, standings, and much more. It's also a great help for your team's community manager to use the tool to share on social networks of all your team's achievements, information, and sorry, my dog is doing something weird now. That is the iPitting Board. Check that out at ipitting.com. As we continue under caution, watching Mr. Constitution himself, Mr. Jason T. Adams at number 24. We will remind you we're on lap 38 of 200 here at Dover at the Monster Mile. 200 laps, 200 miles of Sim Racing Unleashed action here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Lee Tidwell, Zach Hall, and Robert Moya joining you for your Sunday night obsession, Sim Racing Unleashed.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting race going on so far. And, all these guys up front still have yet to pit. So they're still saving them tires, and that's what you're going to have to do with the, the tires that we have here. Is you can't go in there and waste a set of tires this early.
Hey, there's a Sears behind this racetrack. Do you know that?
Yes.
Literally.
I know that actually.
Yeah,
There's a casino right here too. Right in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, turn 3 and 4. There is a casino too.
Dover Downs is there too.
A nice little hotel.
I get in trouble at casinos, especially on a cruise ship.
I have yet to experience that. Yeah, one day though.
Sit at that Texas Hold'em table, walk away about $500 lighter. That's not fun. So here we go, back to green. Collie in the lead. Josh Jones up to second after the spin of Delph. It calls the third caution of the evening. Green flag. Josh Jones timed that one pretty good there. Not sure if Collie's going to be able to make it like he did before, but look at it, man. Collie is strong.
Yeah.
And now here comes the 21. Yep, Hunter Hayward underneath Josh Jones. Back behind him, Dave Bush and Brayton Kress racing along as well. We go into 3. Hayward is now to the back of Collie. Looking down, coming out of 4.
I mean, he's running the Jimmy Johnson scheme, guys. That gives you like a couple tenths here at Dover.
And he passed Collie like butter.
Yeah.
Just right underneath through 1 and 2. Collie falls back to second. Jones in third. Kress fourth. Dave Bush in fifth. And fellas, Dave Bush looks a little wiggly.
It's, that's the thing about this track too. I haven't drove it in a few builds. Well, probably one build ago. I think we had it in our season 2. But so yeah, the balance could be on the looser side here today. I know you're still going to be pretty tight. This is Dover, but they might be battling a little bit of what I call push loose, where you got to put that wheel in the car and make it turn. And all of a sudden, it wants to turn way too much when it comes unloading out of these 3-story tall buildings you got to climb.
Yep, Hart will now look into the inside of Bush as we go into 1. Now he's to the bottom side of Dave Bush. And Brandon Hart will looking to overtake that 5th position into 3. To the low side is the number 5 of Hartwell. He will overtake Bush. Now here comes the 95 of Anderson. Stipien right behind them as well.
Yeah, Yara. I'm interested to see if Yara can make his way back up here in that 95. There he goes by. He'll slide himself back up into that 6th position. But man, I can't believe how well. Look here now to this battle with the 76 in the 2.
Yeah, there they are, door to door. Collie and Jones. Jones will go to the inside and pass Collie. Now here comes Caress. Hartwell's going to the inside. That one turn costs Collie 3 spots.
Yep. And that's the look. He's going to continue to go backward too. As Yara's going to try to get there. I don't think he will. Maybe Collie will be able to get down to the bottom. But I can tell you what, you can get freight train here on that top side.
We go back into 1. Yep, and Collie is riding that higher line now, and the 95 of Yarrow sniffing along. Stipien right behind them. Stipien sitting in 7th position. Mr. Kenneth Blackburn joining us on Facebook. Hello, Mr. Kenneth. As we race across the start-finish line, Stimp to the inside of Collie now.
Yeah, Collie.
Now here comes Dave Bush. Yeah. So Mr. Kenneth says from the Dover Raceway site, there are concession stands located around the track featuring foods like hamburgers, hot dogs, Italian sausage, nachos, pizza, soft pretzels, beer, soda, and water.
Oh, that sounds good. No more to the hot dog, though.
Wait till Nashville. I don't know what Nashville just had good greasy food, man. It is good.
Nashville has great food. When I went there for a bachelor party, man, I can tell you, I ate some good food in Nashville, man. I wish I could go back and get some of that.
The 32 of Lane Doyle has flew up the field now. He's up 6 spots now to number 9. And he is moving, son.
Yeah, and earlier we had Steve Leffler ride along with him here in the 72. He actually pitted, got that extra fuel, never took tires. So he's actually worked himself back up to that 14th position. And Jason Anderson, who did that also up to 11. So those two playing that strategy, not taking tires, but adding some extra fuel to this race car, they have slowly worked their way back up into almost top 10 positions here.
In the 72 of Leffler following the 27 of David Neese. Whoa, Logan gets a little loose coming out of there. Jason Anderson will pass him on the high side. That was right in front of our vantage point. Now we're riding along with Rodrigo. Coming out of 2. Comes up to the high side in front of Anderson. Rodrigo sitting in the 11th position. Looking to chase down Nicholas Lulby as we're on lap 52 of 200. Right behind Logan, Jason Anderson. Anderson down 7 spots, sitting in the 12th position. Oh, he touched that wall. Oh, then down to the inside. He's pinballing back and forth up in front of David Neese. And Neese was able to check up.
Yeah, good job there for the 27. That was tough to do, but don't look, Anderson got too much damage. It looked like he was able to scrape it and get off of it, but I'll have to check that right side a little bit clearer. But man, oh man, we got to train for this top 5 up front. The front 5 have they've become their own little pack.
They've become one.
That's right.
It's like osmosis.
Scientific tonight, Leo.
Yep. Hunter Hayward is leading the race now with Jones in 2nd, Hartwell 3rd, Perez 4th, Yarrow 5th. Here comes Stympian up into 6th, and now they're chasing down the number 6 of Robert Cheswick, who's about to be lapped. I'd say hello to everyone out there on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you for joining us for Tim Racing Unleashed here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Man, they're getting squirrely. Woo! Watch out for Cheswick. Cheswick drops to the inside, lets all the leaders by. And now Stympian looking to the inside of Yarrow. That's a race for 5th position. Stympian now cracks the top 5. Jones to the inside of the 21 of Hunter Hayward. Josh Jones will take the lead. Now Hartwell with his nose to the inside of Hayward. Caress is blinking. Caress looks like Levi Cox from a Saturday night as we come into 3.
Yeah, you're seeing where the guys who save their tires right here. Steven Stympian is one I'm actually really watching the most here. He's really I think he really saved a lot there because he was actually flirting with falling back into like 13th or 14th position, and now look at him. He used those cautions, never got nobody else gained time, and they're very close to Hunter Hayward. He's able to keep it off. Good job there. Ooh, but they couldn't put a piece of paper in between the guys.
No, and the 21 of Hunter Hayward fall back at even another spot as Yarrow takes it over. Coming out of 2. Jones will continue to lead with Hartwell, Perez, Stympian, and Yarrow. Your top 5, they've kind of spread out. Who's riding the wall?
Is that the 6? Or 33?
The 33, Mark Gomez. Yeah, Gomez is sitting in 24th position, so he's just staying out of everybody's way. I just heard it, ooh. So we're watching Stympian as he is coming out. He's loose. Whoa! Got a slow guy up there on top.
I think Fernando got into the wall there.
And Fernando Gamboa, as Zach said, scraped that wall. We bring it into 3. I'm watching the 81 of Steven Stympian. And yeah, when he comes right up out, it's like that little bump out of the corner. You know what I'm talking about, Zach? That where they kind of goes from the banking to non-banking. Stympian's a little wiggly there. Takes a little bit of a tail feather here and there. Gets real close to that outside wall.
We got the Bob Ross car here, Lee.
The 32 car?
Yeah.
Look at Lane. And that Bob Ross number 32, my kids would be thrilled.
I love Bob Ross. There's nothing more calming than listening to Bob Ross paint.
I want to hear Bob Ross and Mr. Rogers in an argument.
Oh no, Bob Ross, don't go down there.
Oh, we got a wreck.
Oh, yes, we do.
There's the 13 of Nicholas Lulby.
Oh. Yeah. Inside wall.
Lulby was in front of Loga following Bush.
I got a little help.
Yeah, let's see what happened here as we come out of the turn. Lobie looks underneath Bush. And no, I think he just couldn't hold it. Yep. Reminds me of Chuck Sweeting when World Series was here last season.
It's very easy to do, and like you were talking about, Lee, there with the Kona over that hump almost as you exit the corner. The car, what happens really is you go down into these corners. You have so much load in these cars. These cars just sit on the racetrack and just slam down into it. And as you come up out of that, that transition, you got to come back out of that 3-story building, climbing back up. That car wants to unload, and immediately all that load comes off of it, and that's where you see those moments of just a little bit of, whoa, what's the car doing? You got to really wiggle the wheel, as I would say.
We had a pit party here on lap 64.
Yeah, the pit party with
Hang on. Let me try it again. Hey, let me back way up. Hang on, fellas. Hang on. We're gonna do this. Here we go. Ready? See if this will work. Pit party! Hey!
It was better. It was 75% that time, not 5%.
Pit party!
Keep going back. Keep going back. He got real close that time, actually.
Yeah. Got a pit party on lap 64. Got a lot of the guys coming down. Braden Caress will stay out and take the lead.
Yeah, I don't think he was invited to the pit party. So,
I mean, it's got to feel bad. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, man. Chuck's out there.
Oh, Chuck, I'm sorry, Chuck. Didn't expect you to be listening there, sir. But yeah, it was just like you.
Hey,
Lap 65 of 200 as we watch the 91 of Braden Caress on your screen. Caress will be in first position. And Robbie Darnell moves up to second after those pit stops. Look at there. Josh Jones will be in third. Hart will fourth. Leffler in fifth. Then Hayward, Stipien, Colley, Michael Palmer cracks the top 10. And then Lane Doyle rounds it out.
What's happened to Michael Yarrow? 21st.
Well, you see what happened was...
Oh, he must have sped. Yeah, he sped on pit road, guys.
See, what happened was he broke the law, and the law won.
They will get you here at speed, man. 35 mile an hour is very hard to go in these stock cars. It feels like you're not going at all. It's pretty annoying. But, yeah, he's going to be putting himself back into the hornet's nest, as I like to call it, especially here at Dover. And to bring up something about Chuck, he might have spun here last time we were here. But I've also done races at Dover with Chuck that man is unstoppable. This guy, he had SpaceX fuel that day because I've seen him times here, man, where you ain't gonna catch Mr. Chuck Sweet. When he has his days, that man's unbeatable. So shout out to you, Chuck, out there.
Big shout out to Chuck Sweeting in that non-sponsored car.
Hey, he's the 75 now too. I like it. He changed his number up. See how that goes for him. But it's always a pleasure racing Mr. Chuck.
I like watching Chuck. And Chuck's one of those solid contenders that is always in contention, always up sniffing around, but a very solid, courteous driver. Never really involved in a lot of incidents. He doesn't throw a lot of huge blocks and stuff. He's just a good, solid driver out there. And he's a joy to watch on Saturdays.
That's the one guy on the racetrack that I don't like blocking because he's not. He's
the 17 of Kerry Chims on the TV.
Ooh, yeah,
riding in that Project Diva car. Yep, Project Diva.
Cedric ran that paint scheme for a long time on his Toyota. Actually, if he probably pulled out his Toyota, he would have that paint scheme. So, Cedric likes that one too.
That's the scheme I have on my my Xfinity car.
Oh, nice. Okay, no problem.
So Chuck Sweeting with a sponsor coming next week, Zach. I wonder who could it be? I mean, we was talking earlier about tires and stuff, so I'm wondering if it could be Trojan.
Yeah, you never know. You need many sets of rubbers out here on the racetrack. It's very valuable to have extra sets.
And nobody makes better rubber for racing than Trojan.
Oh, we have too good a time up here.
The failure rate of Trojan is way below Goodyear. Let's just point it out.
You're probably right. I'd be a little more trusting. But this is gonna be interesting. Now we got two guys up front that have older tires, so hopefully they don't get swallowed by the belly of the beast here at Miles.
Yeah, and it's interesting. Even more so, Caress has not pitted at all. Robbie Darnell pitted on 24, but I don't think he got tires on that lap. Could be wrong. And then Josh Jones in third, he pitted on 63, and so did Hartwell. They took tires. So here we go, green flag, and Caress is like, I'm gonna hurry up and try to get out in front here. Caress takes it down into one. Here comes Jones and Hartwell on the inside. Going to stick Darnell to the outside. Whoa, look at Stempien come flying up. Stempien now goes to the top side behind the 21. 21 is Hunter Hayward. I don't know why I can't remember his dadgum name. Stipp now sticking his nose to the inside of Hayward. Hayward's going to slam the door. And we're going to race it across the start-finish line.
Yeah, good job everybody checking up there. The 44, Robbie there got to the wall. And a few guys could have ran him over, but they decided better of it. And they checked up. And, oh, man, now we got a battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead as Josh Jones sticks his nose to the inside of Braden Caress coming out of 4. He will have the lead easily. And now here comes Hartwell. Hartwell to the inside. Caress has to go high, lets him on by. And then here comes Hayward as well. 1, 2, and 3 has now changed. Caress falling back to 4th. And now Stempien starting to smell that 4th position, sitting in 5th at the moment. Dave Bush in 6th. Coming around. Woo! The 21 man. Hayward. He now goes down to the backside of Hartwell. Hartwell's going to let him on by. Man, look at the run by Hunter Hayward. Got some amazing short run speed. Look at, man, almost went to the backside of Josh Jones. He is fighting for that lead.
And really, correctly, he came from 22nd. So,
but that a care in the world.
Now. Yeah. Wow, look at him go.
Yeah, he's going to try to get as much out of this fresh set of tires as he can, but how quickly does he eat those up while the other guys are setting back and saving a little for maybe a longer green flag run? The lead now is 0.7 of a second between Hayward and Josh Jones. Then you're going to have the number 5 Kellogg's machine of Brandon Hartwell, Stempien in 4th, Dave Bush in 5th position.
That Hunter's already running qualifying last 22-0.
Whoa, wait a minute. Then you've got the 32, the Bob Ross machine of Lane Doyle in 6th, and Rodrigo Loga in 7th position in the number 22 machine.
Oh, that was a different person on the mic for a second.
I've got a lot of different voices in my head, sir.
Dude, that's for sure. I got one that's always, in our head. We won't speak of him right now. But it's interesting strat here from Hunter. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, with the cautions we've been having, personally, I don't know how much you want to push because, if you have another caution, right back, into that framework that everybody gains right back up, and you're not going to pit. The way it played out, actually, with these pit stops, they went back green on literally completing lap 66, starting 67. And that is literally right on the window I was looking for them to stop green flag-wise if they wanted to do a pit stop. So now these guys are going to be looking to make it to at least, I'd say, 130. Let's see. That would be, wow, I had the number. 130, I think 130.
Come on, man.
Yeah, 134. 134. So I was one number off. Dang it.
Why am I hearing banjo?
Oh, no.
We're not in South Carolina.
Robert, we're hearing the voices again, Lee. We're being
no one
trolled.
can hear this. Yes, we're being trolled in our headsets at the moment.
Look at Rodrigo, Lee. He says Bob Ross. I'm gonna have it this way.
Logan underneath lane. We'll take that 6th position. Come on, Rodrigo. Win it for me, baby. Rodrigo Logan in 6th position. Trying to chase down Dave Bush and crack that top 5. Stympian in 4th. And Bush is now catching up with Stimp a little bit. Showing some good longer run speed here.
Yeah, and I would expect Steven, from what I see from him last run at least, I expect him to really back up this run and try to save his tires. Because he's got ice in the veins.
Something grabs a hold of me tightly, folks, like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I glow to the extreme. I'm about to mic like a vandal, light the stage to watch a chump like a candle. All right, that's what's in our headphones right now. So I apologize to anyone out there that's just like, why did Lee bust into Ice Ice Baby? That's exactly why. Robert was trolling us, and I decided to play along.
We got Vanilla Ice here.
People online are going, what the heck is this? Imagine if they just turned it on. Like, oh, I'm going to watch this race on Facebook. And they turn it on, and you got this race going on, and some dude rapping Ice Ice Baby. Yeah.
That was good. It was good. I like it. You could have replaced your vocals with Vanilla Ice's vocals, and I think you'd have still been a hit.
I don't know if that says I'm good or he's bad.
Maybe both. But up front, look at this, guys. It's starting to tighten back up again. I think Hunter has decided he's seen how big a gap he built. He's like, okay, I need to back down. This.
Let's go back to Dave Bush, the 53. Stympian, Bush, and Loga.
Oh yeah.
This is a race for 4th position, and it's gotten a lot closer now. Bush has chased down Stympian, and now Loga has shown some decent runs coming out of these corners. As Dave Bush looks tight. Zach, does he look tight coming out to you?
Slightly he does there, Leo. You know, you see the nose just starting to wash up the racetrack as he exits, and Logan's getting some pretty good front turn there, so very interesting. And I've also noticed in Stympian's car there on the 81, he's actually had a little bit of right front damage, and he had it last year, but it didn't really affect him too much as he's been very good about that tire management.
Those 3 pass and carry Chim their lap machine as we go into 3. Stympian, Bush, and Loga. That's going to be 4th, 5th, and 6th here on lap 86 of 200. So Dave Bush, the number 53.
See his home board league?
Hey, wow.
But there is yeah.
Well, I mean, Dave's a classy individual, and he wants something classy to look at while he drives. And what's more class than 2 hotties on your dashboard?
That's true. I mean, like, I didn't know you could even do that. So yeah, that's a first time right there for me seeing someone have their paint scheme there edited with the little something on the nameplate there. Cause I'm about to get me one of them. Like, that's cool. Our producer was
admiring the view.
Admiring the view. He was. We had to push him on to the next one, but
Bradley Delph is making a run, fellas. I'm sorry to cut in.
Back up. Yeah.
He's back up to 8th position now, and he's sniffing down Todd Neese. Bradley Delph in the number 14 Office Depot machine into 1 and 2.
And some of the quickest times right now on this racetrack, him and Todd Neese.
As we come out of 4, it'll be lap 90 of 200. Robert doesn't have our handy-dandy chat cross-platform software, so I can't see what Chuck Sweeting is saying about me on YouTube.
He says he doesn't know whether to be impressed or scared that you know all the words.
Dude, I was in high school, man. It was like, or it was either 8th or 9th grade when that came out. That and Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. You know, all of us white boys, we doing it. Yeah, man.
You know, and he also says Bush has Bush over there, so
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Giggity, giggity. Oh, there goes Todd Neese to the inside. Neese in the number 01 on the inside of Loga. And Bradley Delph now looking to the inside of Loga as well. Not going to make it on that one, but Neese with the pass. Loga gets a little loose coming out of 2. Now Delph to the inside of Loga. That is going to be a race for 7th position. And Bradley Delph will overtake that. Loga, woo! Loga got all kinds of tight and then pulled it down, almost overcorrected on that.
Yeah, I tell you what, the 14 and the 1 are going forward real quick right now. Tiny's already starting to put pressure on Dave Bush there in the 53.
And now starting to run up on some lap traffic. Oh,
the 6.
Robert Cheswick.
Woo! Take a deep breath, guys. Woo. And Fernando Gamboa.
Oh, Gamboa kissed it too? Fellas, be careful out there. Fernando Gamboa and Robert Cheswick kissing those outside walls. Little kissy. Little touchy. Oh, Gamboa got loose again.
Oh, no, Gamboa. He's on
Gamboa
the apron,
down
guys.
to the bottom. Fernando Gamboa not having a good afternoon.
Yeah, he's... Oh, Michael Yard did a good job missing him.
Car in the wall in the back stretch, I heard, down low. Not sure what happened there. No caution. James Small involved in an incident there.
Oh, the 14, guys.
Oh, no. Man. What happened to Bradley Delph? I just looked. Going so slow. Caution, no.
I don't know what. I think it was on the. There was a car stopped on the back straightaway, really slow, but the 14.
So and the 14 touched the outside wall, hit the inside wall, and then the caution came out, but there was something else back behind it too, though.
Yes. Yeah, James Small was only going about 30 mile an hour there, 40 mile an hour, so that may have been it. I'm trying to see, like you said, Lee, if anything happened else behind it.
So that'll be caution number 5 on lap 97 of 100. Hunter Hayward will continue to lead. Jones in second. As you're watching Bradley Delph do his best impersonation of a pinball. And Delph was running fast, too. That's unfortunate for him.
Yeah, and man, a lot of damage, too. I mean, really less than I expected. The way he hit the wall, how hard he hit that inside wall, I thought that was game over. That, sometimes that'll blow your engine out how hard that hit was.
Ooh, interesting. Hunter Hayward came into the pits.
Ooh,
so, yeah.
If it could go green, this is the play call. But you're taking a chance at it not going green. So, yeah. Like I said, 134. That's the number they want to get to if they're looking to go about another 66 laps to the end, like they did earlier. And it'll be interesting.
I'd say hello to everyone out there on the interwebs, whether or not you're watching via being connected directly to your modem via an Ethernet cord or the Wi-Fi's. Hello to everyone on Facebook and YouTube. And if you don't mind, go ahead and click that like and follow button there on Facebook. Give us a care. Love to see me a care there on Facebook. Now on YouTube, very specific instructions for you guys that I learned from WatchMojo.com. Click the follow button and the bell, the notification icon to keep up with all the content.
That's right.
Released here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. So go ahead and click on that now. Make sure you follow the Freaky Fast YouTube page. Like the video. It helps us. It helps the league. It helps yourself. It really does bring a true warming, calming feeling to yourself when you hit that like button on Facebook or YouTube. Trust me, I do it all the time for my own pleasure. So do it for yours right now.
definitely. We would love it if you just click those buttons. But yeah, we got a lot of Hayward fans out there. So
a lot of Hunter Hayward fans.
Support. Yeah.
Hunter having an excellent run right now. Just took a pit, which was the only guy in the top 12 to pit. Hayward will come out into 13th position. But it's kind of like what me and Robert talked about last night. To be honest, I forget who it was with, but who played their card real early on. Here's how I think it's going to play out. It was a Larry Yingling. Here's how I think it's going to play out. I'm playing my hand early. It looks like Hunter Hayward played his hand on lap 98, and he went all in.
Yeah, maybe he's got the golden horseshoe like Larry does, because man, he literally, I thought he ruined his race stopping that early and taking that set of tires early, but it actually played out perfectly for strategy wise. So you never know with these situations. That's where the tire limits come into a big factor, man. You can't just go in every time and throw a set of 4, because I can tell you what, you do 10, 15 laps here, ain't nobody staying out at Dover if you have unlimited sets of tires. So this is just one cool thing that's been added into the fold here at iRacing, and it's something that they deal with in real life racing. You don't have unlimited set of tires behind your pit wall. Goodyear gives a set amount of tires to each team, and you got the choice to how you want to use them. And we're seeing a little bit different strategies play out, so it's going to be interesting. Hunter Hayward, he's going to restart here in that 13th position, it looks like. I would not be surprised if he's back to the lead or back in the top 5 within 10 laps, easy. A little bit harder to pass here at Dover than what Atlanta we seen with Larry Yingling, as he was just able to get on the top of everybody wide open. You ain't wide open here at Dover, so still going to have to make your way through here calmly and not get caught up in anything, because that could be a huge issue to this strategy if you get caught up in something that can ruin your race. So we'll see, Lee. I think he'll be back up there pretty quickly if it stays green, though.
There's a random group of people in the infield standing in a single file line, shoulder to shoulder, just staring into the infield, not even at the track.
They're not social distancing, iRacing. What's that?
Not at all, man. I mean, this place is packed here tonight. 86,000 cars.
It's a sellout here.
As we join you from high atop the press box of Dover International Speedway, Lee Tidwell's call and Robert Moyer here with you for your Sunday night fixation of Sim Racing Unleashed. I'd like to say hello to everyone once again out there on the interwebs that's watching us, either it being live here on August the 30th, 2020, or if you're watching in the future. Hello to all the future people. Do you have hoverboards yet? I'm just curious. Self-tying shoes, anything that we saw in Back to the Future. It was supposed to happen in 2015, but did we get it? No. Why? Because Zemeckis lied to us.
Man, we were getting Hunter Hayward fans out the yin-yang. So, yeah, someone says Hunter winning on my mama. So, hey, he's putting it on his mama that Hunter Hayward's going to win this race.
Oh, man, punctuation is important.
It is.
As the pace car comes off, we get ready to go green. It'll be lap 102 of 200 when we cross the line. Jason Jones, can he repeat? That is the poll question.
Green flag, green flag.
As they bring him to the line, Brandon the flat guy says, let's get him going. Nice jump there by Brandon Hartwell on the high side. Jones on the inside, Hartwell on the top. That's 1-2. Then you've got Stympian and Dave Bush behind them. Then Todd Neese, Loga, Anderson, and David Neese. Loga almost touches the wall coming out of 2. Josh Jones will take the lead from Hartwell going into 3. Coming out of 4, Anderson now to the back of Todd Neese. We break it down the start-finish line. Anderson to the outside of Neese, looking to work the high line. Jones, Hartwell, Stympian, Dave Bush, and then Todd Neese. Jason Anderson right behind that. Dave, what?
David Neese right there too. Also, he was looking on the inside. Jason Anderson there for a second. Sorry to confuse you.
Yeah, I was like, man, I know there's 2 nieces, but where's the nephews? Oh, that was an old guy joke. I made myself feel old saying that one. Josh Jones out of 2, continuing the lead here. As we see Brandon Hartwell starting to look to the high side, as I'm going to kind of scan around. Looks like Rodrigo Loga's falling back some here. He's now back to 10th position, getting passed by Yarrow.
It was Hayward for that 7th position by David.
Yeah, Hayward underneath Neese, and now behind Jason Anderson. So we're going to watch the 21 of Hunter Hayward as he is charging up the field now in 7th position. Hayward looking to the inside of Anderson. Neese is going to drop down low. Why did my camera switch? Go back to that young man. Hayward behind Neese, going to work to the low side. Todd Neese to the high side. We go down the backstretch into 3. Hayward will stick his nose underneath. He's going to pass Todd Neese and now move up to 5th position. Was Pitting smart? You tell me. Watch this young man work. He is now chasing down Dave Bush, and it's back into the top 5. Didn't you say be back to lead in 10 laps or so? We're 5 laps into it now, sir.
I might be right here. You never know. Pretty good guess, I'd say.
They're calling you Xandar the Magnificent.
Hey, they can call me what they want.
Now to the inside of Dave Bush. Got 4th. Look at Hayward. Man, now it's back behind Stipien. Steven Stipien to the high side, and here comes Hayward to the low side. He will now drive into 3rd position on lap 108, trying to chase down Jones and Hartwell.
I tell you, man, those 4 Mr. Feelgoods will make you feel like Superman around this place.
4 Mr. Feelgoods. You have to pay extra for that usually. Hayward now goes into 3, and he is cut down to now under 0.3 of a second. Look at him, just flying up to Brandon Hartwell. New tires versus old tires. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a textbook example of the difference.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's going to have a run almost going into 3 here. It'll be this is to the lead out of 4. Look at already to the inside of Josh Jones. Oh, ooh. Man, Josh Jones, big wiggle. And, yeah, 21, new leader here. And those 4 tires are going to continue to pull out.
Yep, so I'm going to now transfer my view to whatever's going on throughout the track. Let's go back to Brandon Colley in the 0-2. Colley is in 14th position, racing along with Buzz. There comes Loga. Loga to the backside, bumps into Colley. Colley has to drop down to the apron. Leffler behind him, back up onto the track. Here comes the 24, Jason T. Adams.
Wow. Colley held on to that thing. I don't know. Oh, man, he's almost there in the 17, almost into him also. Good job by Colley holding on to that thing, too, man.
Yep, Colley able to hold on to it, and now we're watching the 13 of Nicholas Lolby. Lolby is following along behind Bob Ross, and then you've got Rodrigo Loga behind him. Man, Lane Doyle will never be Lane Doyle in that paint scheme. He will be Bob Ross. I'm sorry.
Hopefully he can paint us a nice picture.
Oh, hopefully he can win the race and I can call Bob Ross for the win.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Hopefully he's got a nice calming voice and everything, you know, like just here's the tree, got a little perspective.
I will call it so calmly.
I love Bob Ross.
Coming out of 4, they almost touched. Whoa! Speaking of coming out of 4, the 51 of Buzz got a little loosey-goosey there coming out of 4. Now into 1 and 2. Got Jason T. Adams back behind him. Buzz is in 15th position. Adams in 16th. That will be a race for position. Colley has fallen back to 17th. But we got Orlando Riviera in 22nd, riding right behind Adams. So as we look around and see what else is going on, the 14 of Bradley Delph back up into 8th position after all the issues he has had, right to the back of Dave Bush. And Delph now to the inside. Yep, that's going to be 4th position for 7th. Oh, caution.
There's caution.
Oh, no, Loga. Rodrigo Loga.
Oh, looks like the 44, Robbie Darnell, involved too. Oh, no.
We will find on the replay what happened here with Loga. It appears it is into 3. Oh, he got tapped. I think Darnell. Let's watch it on the replay. We come into 3. Loga came down on Darnell.
Yeah, and looks like Darnell came up a little bit. Logan came down. It's one of them kind of deals racing, and unfortunate for Logan, man. Hopefully he should have fast fix. So
bite your tongue, sir. Rodrigo Loga does no wrong. Darnell was totally at fault on that. You do not blame anything on Rodrigo Loga.
I'd say it was 80% Robbie, 20% Logan, man.
You cannot put any percentage of blame on Rodrigo Loga. He does no wrong. When can I get you to understand this, Zach? Rodrigo Loga is the man. Rodrigo Loga is a myth. He's a legend. He should be on the Mount Rushmore of sim racing drivers. Rodrigo Loga does no wrong.
Hey, look, I just call him like I see him. Yeah, I have no comeback, as our producer would say. I'll accept defeat. And now, something interesting plays out. Okay, Hunter Hayward, Braden Caress, Bradley Delph. All these guys are guys who took tires on the last stop, unless Bradley didn't. I know Braden and Hunter did. I don't know if you guys have the information on Bradley, but Hunter and Braden, at least, they did take the 4 tires before. Now they're going to have to play the game of they can't take the 4 tires, and now Mr. Josh Jones, let's see, he has a long pit stop. So it'll probably be Brandon Hartwell, actually, now, who is going to be the first guy on 4 tires here. And man, oh man, we're going to see the reverse now. You might see the 21 and the 91 get swallowed up here.
Yeah, Hunter's he's strong, even on longer green runs or worn tires. He's strong. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. As you've got, like you said, Hayward, Caress, Delph, and Brandon Colley all pitted right there between lap 97 and 99, and then 117 for a big old pit party here during this caution. Caution number 6 of the evening. Here with Sim Racing Unleashed on Freaky Fast Broadcasting, Lee Tidwell, Zach Hall, and Robert Moya Jr.
And again, I'll bring into this to light. I mean, Hunter has no choice but to go fast. He's got a Lowe's paint scheme at Dover. That car has been in the victory lane 11 times here at this racetrack. So, really, he's just proven the Lowe's sponsor right here at this racetrack, I guess. It's the key. Also with the Monster Inc. on there, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I'm like, what in the world is the Monster Inc. thing?
Yep. And I believe also Jimmy, I'm pretty sure, ran or won this race in the Monster Inc. Lowe's car, so.
Makes me think of Nick Crawford and the Brave Little Toaster.
Hey, his nickname is Toast. He likes his toast.
And you, my friend, are my Big Mac.
See, but the problem is I don't like Big Macs. I mean, I do.
It has nothing to do with the sandwich, sir. We have explained this. It has nothing to do with the sandwich. People said, I need a Larry Mac, and I said, you're my Big Mac. And then that's how that happened.
That's right. That's right. Now I remember why. I thought you were the whole time. Like, I don't like Big Mac, man. That's not. It's just not me. I'm not a Big Mac man. Not a fan of Big Mac sauce.
Yeah, what makes the secret sauce so special?
I'm more of a Baconator type person.
Oh, dude, Baconator is like the jam.
See, yeah, there you go.
I'd love to have me a Baconator right now and some Wendy's fries with that sea salt on it.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Good
I didn't eat
stuff.
dinner. I was literally about to eat my dinner right before this race, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. So now you guys are making me hungry.
I ate as we were setting up for the broadcast.
And I actually have burgers. You're triggering me now, Lee. Gosh.
I'm sorry, man. You having chips or fries with it?
Fries.
Yeah, man. We got a new air fryer this week. That thing's huge, man. They can make like a whole bag of fries.
And it's also like, just cut potatoes, not frying out the bag. Just cut the potato,
Yeah, see, that's an effort that I don't have.
Yeah.
So our poll results are 75% voting no on will the 76 go back to back. The 76 of Jason Jones is right now riding in the 16th position. So about 60% or so of the vote right now saying Jason Jones will not go back to back. And I bet you that 60% that voted no are all Hunter Hayward fans.
Because you usually don't mess up, Lee. It's Josh Jones. Come on, man. Get his name.
What did I call him?
Give the guy some respect. Give his name some respect.
What did I call him?
Jason.
Look, I want Josh Jones and Jason Anderson to make a baby. That's all I want. So I can have Jason Jones.
I can't even talk now.
Here we go, back to green flag racing. Hunter Hayward will lead him to the line. Caress in second, then Delphin Collie behind them. We come across the line. Hayward will lead. Let's see if he can take off and pull some room here. Caress is going to follow him. Then you got Delph now up to third. Jason Anderson right behind Delph. Going to now look to the inside. Collie almost touches the outside wall. Is going to fall back a few spots. Delph now going to lose spots to Anderson and Stipien, who move up to third and fourth, respectively. Now Anderson's going to look to the inside of Caress, going into one. Stipien's going to stay to the back of Anderson. Those two are teammates, looking to go into now second and third position. A little loose there for Anderson, coming out of two. He has to drop down low. Stipien will go to the high side, past him. Now here comes Dave Bush to the backside of Jason Anderson. Out of four, Hayward is checked out. Bye-bye, fellas. We'll see you in a few laps. Caress crosses across the start-finish line at second. Then Stipien, Jason Anderson, Dave Bush, and right behind them, the 95 of Michael Yarrow back up to sixth position. Into three, Zach. Looks like some of these newer tires, they hadn't warmed quite up yet. They a little loosey-goosey there.
Yeah, and Jason there, he actually caught the apron on the exit. And I can tell you what, this track right here, it actually, right before the apron, it actually flattens out a good bit, actually, on that little white strip down there, the very bottom white strip around lava 1, 2, and 3. And it flattens out real quick, and you're going to see how big loose people get.
Here comes Stipien. Steven Stipien just drove right on by Caress, now down to the inside of Hayward. Hayward will wisely lift on that one, let him on by. Jason Anderson will now be in third position with Bush in fourth. Yarrow in fifth. Caress has fallen all the way back to sixth.
Man, Hunter's done a really good job to hang on to with these tires. He's kind of making it look pretty easier, actually, with how well he's hanging on. He's going to definitely hope for a caution here in the next 10 to 15. He wants it to go long enough to where these other guys are going to stop. But yeah, man, oh man, these guys should only have one set of tires left in the pits. Mostly everybody, I believe. And
yeah, that was close.
Very close to the back of the 21.
Anderson looking for the easy pass, and Hunter wasn't going to let him go on by that easily. Makes it around in 1 and 2. Bush will now pull up behind Hayward. Hayward in third position. Dave Bush in fourth. As we go into 3. Oh, now we got the YouTube chat. I can see it on Facebook now. Thank you, Robert. Lap 129 of 200. This is about the time you were talking about looking for that pit stop, and we wouldn't have had that caution there on 117, Zach.
Oh, look. Hey, dude, I just looked on the chat to you, Lee. I'm sorry, this is completely random, but I believe we have Hunter Hayward's mom, and she says Hunter's favorite is the Baconator 2. Sorry, I'm a new Hunter Hayward fan, okay? Mark it down.
Mark it down. Book it.
It's sold.
The Stipien will continue to lead with Anderson, Bush, Hayward, and Michael Yarrow, your top 5. Then you've got Caress, Todd Neese, David Neese, Nicholas Lawby, and Lane Doyle rounding out your top 10. Note of interest, Bradley Delph down 11 positions to 13th. Brandon Collie down 13 positions. He's sitting in 17th now. So some of those front runners earlier in the race have fallen on back. The big mover still, Hunter Hayward. He's up 17 spots from qualifying, sitting in that fifth. Oh, we got a caution. The 24, Jason T. Adams involved right in the middle of the backstretch.
You don't even have a hood, guys. He's turned the car to the modified.
So watching Jason T. Adams, we're going to try to see where this happens at. Looks like it's going to be... Oh, he came out of 2 right here and then just...
Oh, lost it.
Yeah, it got ever so slightly loose, just enough to not have any traction, but still slightly be going forward.
Oh, watch this. Guy's getting by here. Colley's going to get by. Oh, can the 31 get by? Yes, he does. All these guys doing a good job. What about Fernando here? He's coming into the picture. Nope, there's Fernando. That's where the front end goes.
Man, Fernando Gamboa, he's got a wreck magnet on the front of that car. I'm telling you.
If there's a wreck and he's near it, he just magnetizes to him. It's unfortunate there.
I want him to go back out there and hit the pace car.
That's true. That's how it is. So.
Poor Fernando. Yeah, it almost seems like week in, week out, Fernando Gamboa gets involved in incidents through no fault of his own, just constantly wrong place, wrong time. He is one of the unluckiest drivers that I have met.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting now. So remember that number I said, 134. They're at it, but you're not going to see guys pit because they only have one set of tires. They pit now, you're pretty much digging yourself a grave if there's another caution. These guys at this point I think are expecting maybe 1 or 2 more cautions maybe in this race. So you don't want to put yourself with no sets of tires. You already seen you could be super quick, and if you don't have the best tires, you're going to go backwards.
So Rodrigo Loga is the lucky dog. And as the signal came for him to drive around, he comes over the radio and says, "Justice for Loga," and goes around everybody.
He's a comedian too. That's awesome.
Oh, I love Rodrigo Loga. Oh, we got to get, even if he doesn't join the league for every race, we got to get him on a Saturday race. I want Loga on a Saturday race.
You need to get Lee to just have a sit down interview with him.
And every time I talk to him, be like, "So, thank you for joining us, Rod." Now, if you had to do this,
we heard Rod, but we didn't know.
I've got to figure out a way to get this thing to quit clipping so much. Let me see if I can figure that out.
Your voice is too powerful, Lee. You're too strong, man. Your vocal cords are just flexing on us.
I mean, it's one of those things that when you think about it. Oh, now I'm quiet. Okay, let me fix that.
Shove the mic in your mouth, and you're good.
Look, man, I'm just trying to provide an entertaining broadcast, and to be able to talk about Rodrigo Loga in any fashion that I want to.
If it's anything, Lee, you entertain me. Look, this race has been great, but just talking to Lee Tidwell is enough entertainment for me for one night.
Moving inside this head, it is a nightmare.
Yeah, I sometimes I would need to think I need to go talk to my doctor after some of these races. Heart rate is just from laughing, I just can't stop.
As you see, Mr. Steven Stempien, the pitcher in his lower third there, with his beautiful girlfriend Kayla. I haven't heard from Kayla on Facebook tonight. Not sure if she was able to join us or not. But if you are there, Miss Kayla, or if you watch this after the fact, hello, we miss you, ma'am.
I got a question. So you guys might know this. Is Steven Stempien and Jason Anderson teammates?
They are, sir.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now. Okay, I was gonna say these two guys really like Bass Pro Shops, but I can notice that the scheme is exactly the same except for the color swap. So I like it. That's cool.
No, they're not teammates. They're just best friends.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, hey,
It was a joke, Robert.
Our broadcast, our producer just,
Oh, there's Kayla. Hi, Kayla. Everybody say hi to Kayla. Hi, Kayla.
What is it? You just reminded me like a movie. I can't remember what movie it is. That's from some movie right there, though. But man, that's good stuff. But yeah, thank you for everybody tuning in. What a big crowd we got here tonight on both platforms.
Yep, here on our Super Sunday Spectacular Sim Racing Unleashed, round number 3 of season 8. We are at Dover International Speedway, lap 136 of 200. We're on caution number 7. We've had 34 laps of yellow flag racing, which means we've had 132 laps of green flag racing so far this evening. Looking for a strong finish as Steven Stempien up 7 spots now in the lead. Jason Anderson up 3 spots in third. In second, excuse me. Dave Bush in third. Yarrow down 3 in fourth. Hunter Hayward with a big fan base out there on YouTube. And that number 21, he's up 17 spots in the number 5 position. Todd Neese in the 6th position. Braden Caress in 7th. David Neese in 8th. Nicholas Lulby down 2 spots to 9th. And Lane Doyle up 5 spots to 10th. Let's go some more. Brandon Hartwell in 11th. Buzz in 12th. He's up 12 spots. Josh Jones down 7 spots in 13th. Leffler in 14th. Jason T. Adams in 15th. Brandon Colley in 16th. Bradley Delph in 17th. Rodrigo Loga in 18th. Michael Palmer in 19th. Robbie Darnell in 20th. Kerry Chim in 21st. Aaron Bradford, Gomez, Fernando Gamboa, Orlando Riviera, Robert Cheswick, and James Small will round out your field. And here we go back to green. Steven Stempien and Jason Anderson, the teammates, will lead them into 1. Anderson will be on the high side, Stemp on the low side. Dave Bush will be in 3rd. Hayward will pull up into 4th. Yarrow in 5th. Caress in 6th behind them. Then behind that, you've got Lulby, Neese, and Hartwell racing it out. And then you've got Josh Jones, almost called him Jason Jones again, racing with David Neese. Across the line, Stempien pulling out a lead here. But look at Dave Bush and Hartwell. Man, now Hartwell is up to 2nd position. He is fast. Hayward. Why did I say Hartwell? Okay. Here comes Anderson. Looking to the inside of Caress. Caress bounces to the high side. Yarrow behind Anderson. Out of 4. The race is for 4th. Anderson and Caress. Behind him, Hartwell and Yarrow.
Hayward doesn't have fresher tires than the guy he just made passes with older tires. So that just shows you how strong that Formula 1 is here tonight, though.
Stempien's then pulled out to a 7/10 of the 2nd lead. Oh, Hartwell right to the back of Caress. Coming out of 4. The 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Then you've got Yarrow and Jones right behind them. Riding along with the 5 of Hartwell. As you can see right in front of him, Caress, he dives down to the inside. Door to door going into 3 is going to be Hartwell on the low side, Caress on the high side. Hartwell will make that pass. Now here comes Jones underneath Caress. Out of 4, Jones will pass Caress, move him back to the 7th position as Yarrow now sniffing down the tailpipe.
And also got to remember Caress on the older tires too, just like Hunter Hayward there.
Yeah, but Hayward, look, he's closing in on Stempien.
Yeah, man, he's, like I said, he's really impressed me with the older tires. He's making him really not look that old right now. So, I mean, we don't know how much management is going on. There's no reason for Steven Stempien to go out here we're qualifying laps,
Wonderful
situation.
Wonderful camera angle we're seeing right now. Brandon Hartwell chasing down Jason Anderson. Anderson on the inside. Hartwell on the high side. And coming up right to the backside of Bush. Coming out of 4. Door to door with Anderson. Hartwell's going to have the pass. Follow Bush. Here comes Josh Jones around Anderson. Jones will now take 5th position.
Yeah, and he's rebounded really well. You got to remember, he had a really long pit stop there at one point. And I know we had a poll about that, but man, the 76 every week shows how strong he is. At least the weeks I've been here. And man, he's starting to rebound very well right now. His Hartwell is actually looking pretty strong too.
Yeah, Hartwell found the backside of Hayward. Now Jones, Jones and Hartwell both were kind of looking on that inside to try to maybe overtake Hayward and Busch. And here comes at least Hartwell to the inside of Hayward, coming out of 4. Jones thought about the same move. Nice block there by Busch. Busch now to the inside of Hayward. Coming out of 2, door to door.
Yeah, looking at the lap times, as soon as Steven Stippian noticed the other guys' tires, his pace has picked up a couple pins. So, and that doesn't happen as the run goes on. So, he definitely was sitting there managing his stuff. But I tell you what, Hartwell, don't put it past him. He's looked strong all night. I've kind of kept my eye on that 5 a little bit here all night, and he's looking to make some big ground up here.
The number 5 of Brandon Hartwell now in 2nd position, trying to chase down Stippian. Big gap now between Hartwell and Dave Busch in 3rd. Race was 4th with Josh Jones. He is sniffing to the back of Hunter Hayward now. Hayward might be suffering from lack of tires. As you see Jones just bebop to the low side and boom on past it. Now here comes Yarrow as well. But Jones went in a little hot. Drove it up high. Now Hayward had the opportunity to stay with him going down the front stretch. So Jones making the pass, but not been able to just take off. But now he is. Out of 2. Yarrow to the backside of Hayward. Now he's going to drop to the inside.
The worst nightmare for Hunter would be this thing to stay pretty clean. He really needs a caution at this point. He's done a great job. I mean, looking at the other cars that have done the same strategy to him, he's long gone compared to them guys. But you're just not going to be able to hold these guys off on the fresher rubber. It's impossible. Dover is all about tire wear, so you're seeing that come into effect for him, unfortunately. Michael Yarrow, though, pole setter, not had the greatest night, but right there in it. And look, the caution that Hunter needed.
The 32 of Lane Doyle is involved.
Oh no, Bob Ross.
Oh no, Bob Ross! What happened to Bob Ross? He was behind Buzz, yeah. Oh. Looks like they just got crossed up there. Let's watch him coming out of 2. The Bob Ross number 32, the 51 of Buzz.
Yeah, just a light tap on the left rear.
And that's a dangerous spot coming there out of 2. We've seen so many incidents, either with multiple vehicles or just oh no.
Yeah, Rodrigo Loga took a heavy hit there also on the left front.
Man, can y'all just stay away from my boy?
Question is, has he used this fast repair from the earlier instance? It looks like he's got pretty similar damage to the rear end. Looks similar to what it was earlier, so I'm hoping maybe Rodrigo has his fast fix still here, but maybe not. We'll see.
So got some different strategies going on. Some that stayed out, some that came in. Yarrow stayed out. Todd Neese, Nicholas Lulby, David Neese. They all stayed out, pitted on lap 117. Brandon Colley, Bradley Delph, Jason T. Adams all pitted on 135. They stayed out. That'll be 5, 6, 7. Buzz will be in 8th. He pitted on 117. And then you've got the 151 pitters of Hartwell, Stippian, Jones, Anderson, Hayward, Busch, Perez, Leffler, Loga. And with Michael Palmer mixed in there, he pitted on lap 97. I don't know what he's thinking. He must be a lap down and have to come in this time around.
Now, we can't confirm Rodrigo Loga did not have a fast repair, so he'll have to ride around with that damage for the rest of the race. But looking at this now, this changes the whole game. Yarrow staying out, Todd Neese staying out here. I believe these guys will still have a set of tires left. I can tell you what, if we run 20, 30 laps and these guys get a caution, these guys are sitting in what I would call the catbird seat. It's going to be tough to drive back through the field, as you know, there's not as many cars on this strategy, so they will have lost a lot of track position. But we've seen how big tires can play a factor, and if we get a few laps here, this could be very, very, very interesting. As the first car on tires is Brandon Hartwell, and he's 8th. So we have the top 7 guys stay out here, and we'll see how it plays out. Though this this is tire strategy here, and it's going to get wild here at Dover before it finishes.
Absolutely. As me and Robert have been sending pictures of our setups back and forth on Discords. I was checking out Robert's NASA-like command post. Have you looked at that yet, Zach?
Yeah, you guys, like, I'm sitting here with one little monitor, I got, like, nothing compared to you guys. It's just pretty funny. I feel like I'm, like, sitting here broadcasting, like, just looking at a video game. You guys are literally in the command center of Houston, about to launch some rockets or something,
I'd like to thank Stephen Leffler. The past 2 weeks, he's been sending us messages on different little quick tips like fuel windows and what to look for. And so thank you, Mr. Leffler, for that. We greatly do appreciate it, especially me, that about the only usefulness I am to this whole broadcast is the fact that I can talk. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time, but I can talk. And ladies and gentlemen, if you like to hear me talk or like to watch Freaky Fast Broadcasting, why don't you show your support with some Freaky Fast merchandise? That's right. We got Freaky Fast merch available on our Facebook page. Just go to facebook.com/Freaky Fast probably. I believe that's going to be it. If not, just search for Freaky Fast. You'll find it. You probably already like us. And if you don't, why haven't you? You can find us right there. Then check out the merchandise. From shirts, hats. You can probably even get a pair of ladies' thongs if you want to with the Freaky Fast logo. Not sure if you'd want to or not, but maybe you like us that much.
How about that? And actually, I just posted in the both chats, Facebook and YouTube. There's a link to the Freaky Fast merch store.
Yeah, so, check it on out.
All types of stuff. I mean, literally, it's a lot of stuff. You can get phone cases, stickers, coffee mugs, shower curtains, a bedspread. Like, I was amazed looking through some stuff going, man, you can literally get anything with Freaky Fast logo on it. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. And would love to all this guys' support if you want to check it out.
I wonder if that's going to be our Christmas bonus is a Freaky Fast shirt.
I want like an ugly Christmas sweater with Freaky Fast on it.
Dude, right?
Cool. I think Robert can make that happen. Can't you, Robert? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Please. Thank you. He's like, now he's trying to act like he doesn't hear us. If you guys, nobody can tell, but he's ignoring us. So we like to call him a pity pitcher. Just kidding.
Yes, guys, I can make that happen.
Yay!
Yay, everybody can hear me. Thank you everybody for tuning in out there on YouTube and Facebook. Hopefully you're enjoying the show.
But everyone have a good night. Robert talk, the show's over. We'll see you next week.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Michael Yarrow wins. Bye.
Here we go back to green. Yarrow will lead them to the line. Todd Nice will be in second position, followed by Lobby and David Nice. And then you got Delph and Brandon Colley up to fifth position. Now here we go into 1 and 2. Yarrow and Nice will keep the single file. Lobby will fall into third. Colley is racing. Look at Colley right behind Lobby. He'll be at fourth. David Nice down in front of Bradley Delph. Almost caused an accident there. Hartwell comes up. We got to spin behind him. Against the wall goes Stepien. No, yellow. Wow, they're going to keep it going.
Yes, we are. Oh, and Steven. Oh, hold it, buddy. What a set. Man, he's. He should get the Affleck hands award.
Stepien is just wrestling that car through. Is falling back to 16th position.
Oh, man, it's unfortunate for him.
But looks like he finally got back a hold of it. But, yeah, unfortunate series of events for Steven Stepien. Back to the lead is Yarrow. Colley has moved up to second. Todd Nice third. Brandon Hartwell slides into fourth. David Nice in fifth. Bradley Delph has worked his way back up to sixth. Now make it Lobby who passes Delph.
Wow.
Colley pitted on lap 133. Yarrow on 117.
stuff here in 8th position, guys. Yeah, with Hunter Hayward, Brayden Caress. They're all trying to get around the 14 of Bradley. They said, see you later, Bradley. The 76 goes through the 92 with Jason Anderson. Also, all these guys on fresh tires getting stuck up behind a little bit of older tires, and man, it was stacked up there for me.
It sure was, but everybody made it out unscathed and down the backstretch. The 21 of Hunter Hayward up to 7th position, chasing down Brayden Caress, who just goes to the inside and drops right past David Neese. Like here comes Caress doing the same thing.
Yeah,
David Neese, yeah, lap 117 is when he took tires, and now he's just getting freight trained.
Collie to the lead by Michael Yarrow, guys, up front, and Hartwell to second. Those new tires all the way to second. Hartwell looking very, very strong.
Go Brandon Collie. Collie going into 1 and 2. Lap 162 of 239 laps to go. New race leader, Brandon Collie, and that 02 Driven Motorsports machine, followed by the number 5 of Brandon Hartwell. Yarrow has now fallen back in the pace into 3rd position. Hartwell starting to sniff to the inside and seeing about making a move here. Going into 1 and 2.
This right here is not an if moment, it's a win moment here, as this fresh rubber is going to play a big factor, and you're going to see Kylie do everything he can to hold this, but he's going to get caution pretty quickly. Ooh, in the wall he goes.
He does. Make the mistake coming out of 4, trying to hold off Hartwell. Taps that wall, little kissy kiss. Brandon Hartwell will take over the lead with 37 to go at Dover on Sim Racing Unleashed. Michael Yarrow has now fallen back 1.5 seconds off the pace.
You got Brayden Caress on the new tires up the 4th. He'll be coming into the picture soon. Hunter Hayward, he's got through all the older tires, and he's up the 5th with Josh Jones right on the 5th too.
Caress now looks to the inside of Yarrow and will overtake 3rd position. Here comes Hayward. Hunter Hayward now chasing down Yarrow, with Josh Jones right behind him.
Just the tire difference gonna really come into factor. Oh, there's the caution. And guess what? These guys have an extra set of tires.
The number 44 of Robbie Darnell involved in that incident. Let's back it on up. As we see, it looks like it's happens coming into 1 and out of 2. Darnell just got loose and pinballed again. You watch it right here. He comes out, gets a little tight, boom, pops that outside wall, and then right down hard to that nose into the inside wall. The 3 of Aaron Bradford barely missing, the 6 of Cheswick missing, and then poof, Darnell back into the pit. So caution number 9 here with Sim Racing Unleashed.
Yeah, so now you're going to see Yarrow come down pit road. He's got an extra set. Todd Neese, extra set of tires. You're going to see also David Neese. Steven Stempien, who also actually got an extra set. Bradley. Wow, there's a lot of people. Jason T. Adams. Lots of guys that are going to be on new tires. And we ran, let's see there. We'll look at that. We ran about 11 laps on those tires right there. So 11 laps, I'm telling you, that's going to be a difference. I mean, you take off and lose about 4 tenths. So,
I'd like to say hello and welcome to everyone out there on the internet. We have 33 laps to go, and you have joined us at the right time. If you just happen to join us, if you didn't hear this whole broadcast, thank you, and please accept our sincerest apologies for the craziness that has ensued so far. Kayla, Steven Stempien's better half, I would say, says that we jinxed him, that whenever she's quiet, Steven does really good, that when she starts communicating with us through chat, something happens, and Kayla answers because I called on her, and then Stip hit that wall. I got to apologize to Steven now.
Lee, come on, man. Like,
I know, right?
Sometimes you just got to leave it alone. Gosh. That's all right. Steven's going to bounce back, I believe.
Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
That's very true. That's very true. I think. Do you always feel like a nut?
Man, I don't know what I feel like most of the time. It's more of people talk about living in the moment. That's truly how I feel. It's moment by moment, and I don't think about the future much or what's really going to come out of my mouth. As you can tell right now, it's just whatever happens to come to mind. There's no filter. Luckily, the PG filter, Robert has installed that firmware, so I don't do things like drop F-bombs during my first victory interview.
Yeah, but Joseph.
He was so excited.
We'll let it slide.
Huge congratulations to Joseph McWhorter. First win in World Series of Sim Racing last night. Huge victory in Atlanta for Joseph.
Yeah, that guy's been trying to win forever, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was rooting against my own teammates and some of my good buddies, battling for that win. It's good to see Joseph. We joke around with Joseph a lot. There's a lot of brunt jokes with Joseph with the whole not winning thing and being so close so many times. Yeah, well, the jokes ain't leaving no time soon, as our producer says. There goes them jokes, but the jokes ain't leaving. Joseph's too good to joke. But yeah, I was also saying Steven Stippian had an extra set of tires, and I was wrong. He came down and got a fast fix. So he got that right side damage fixed, which will help the car. As Kali actually comes down pit road now. I wonder why he did not stop him the first time. That's interesting.
Not sure.
So tires.
Robbie Darnell says on YouTube that the grip was just gone on that. And Steven, impatience costed him on that one. Yes, sir. Pushed it a little bit too hard. Got a little bit of that kissy kiss to that outside wall. But
it's easy to do, man.
You gotta go. I mean, 31 to go, sitting in ninth, had your fast repair. I mean, that's you're still in a good position.
Kali did have tires that he fits, but yeah, Steven Stippian, like I said, sitting there in ninth, I believe. Is it 10th or 9th? No, yeah, it'll be 9th because Kali put it there, like you said. Yeah, he got that fast fix too. That'll help the car. But without the extra set of tires, with guys all behind him do have tires, that is going to hurt, as he'll be the first car, getting attacked by the newer tires. That's never fun. And, yeah, it's just so easy to get caught up in something. You see, you come down pit road with the guys you're racing. You see them get through traffic that you just can't get through, and you try to get that a little bit more, man. And sometimes it bites you. I've been right in that same situation before, and it's tough. You kick yourself and, cuss yourself a little bit too, but just got to keep your head down, and you never know what can happen here.
Yes, sirree. And Steven, I am sorry. Steven says he was running 5. It was other people that were a little bit impatient on that one. I was going to blame him anyways because I know Kayla would take up for me, so we're good.
Yeah, no, that's another thing. You got so many people doing different things. Like, it is frustrating. That is something frustrating when people aren't patient like they should be, especially if they got better tires. They will get it. But unfortunately, that's racing sometimes, man.
Racing it is. As we will go back to green, it'll be 29 to go when we cross the line here at Dover International Speedway in Dover, Delaware. Lee Tidwell, Zach Hall, Robert Moyer here with you on Sim Racing Unleashed. We are getting to our last little bit of this race, the finale here, as we ride along with Brandon Hartwell, as he will bring them to the line. Caress with an excellent restart, though, man.
Wow. Man, Hartwell must have been sleeping on the flag there, but yeah, that's going to hurt. The 21 also there on the bottom. And that's what I was going to say. We're going to watch this 21. He's been super strong all night in that up under. And now he lost one position due to that restart. But Hartwell trying to hold off Josh Jones, who's on his outside. We have a caution. Oh, man, what a
big
wreck,
pile
guys.
up in the back. Kali was involved. Fernando Gamboa was involved. Oh, there was lots of
27 and 24 is where it started, guys. David Nice and Jason Adams.
Yeah, Jason Adams got into Nice. Bradley Delph involved in that. Rodrigo Loga. The three just went bouncing all over the place of Aaron Bradford. All kinds of carnage ensued. You see right there on the replay, and then there's where Collie got into Adams. Spun around. Here comes Bradley Dell for the 14, the 22 of Rodrigo Loga. Loga might not have touched anyone. He might have been able to escape it.
Yeah.
Bob Ross hit Aaron Bradford, who did. Oh, Cheswick just killed Bradford. Aaron Bradford needs a medic. Have you ever seen a car bounce like that?
Yeah, that was some interesting physics right there. I'm not a physics major, but that was a little interesting to me.
Man, what a hard hit for Aaron Bradford. So Caress will be in the lead after the caution. Hartwell second, Jones third, Hunter Hayward fourth, Jason Anderson fifth. The chat went away, Robert. In sixth, Dave Butch, Stephen Leffler in seventh, Steven Stipien in eighth, Todd Neese ninth, and Michael Palmer 10th. Could that be because when no one is talking, it disappeared? I need someone on Facebook or YouTube to comment something PG rated, please. There we go. The big one at Dover, Chuck Sweetie. Thank you, Chuck. And Danny Lawson saying, let's go, Collie. Coley.
And yeah, Danny Lawson, teammate of Brandon Collie, out there saying, dang it. He just said, let's go, Collie. And unfortunately, Collie is going to get caught up in all that. But man, oh man, I know the guys on the older tires here, well, not that old tires, kind of like that.
So Hayward will be up into fourth position. He is up 18 spots. For the beginning of this race, we are at 26 to go under caution. Caution number 10 here this evening. And when you look at the front seven, they all pitted on 151. Then you've got Stipien, who pitted on 167 after that incident. And didn't you say he used his fast repair then?
Yes.
Yeah, so Stimp's got a basically fresh car.
Yeah, he didn't have tires. That's the only thing he did not get. As he just got a fast fix, as he didn't have a set of tires left, so that kind of hurts. As Todd Neese there right behind him does have tires, yeah, the tires didn't really go forward on that restart there. So the more caution laps we have here, the less time those tires have to take effect. Those chances of these guys driving through these top 8 guys is a little bit less. That percentage drops a little bit less and less every lap we go around here.
Lap number 176 as we are still under caution. And Mr. Zach Hall, how has your wonderful Sunday been, sir? We haven't got a chance to visit much this race. How have you been this Sunday, and especially after that big race last night at Atlanta? How did you spend this wonderful fine day?
Well, woke up this morning, watched some Formula One, and that's my normal Sunday, ritual. Get up about 9 o'clock in the morning, watch some Formula One, then just pretty much league stuff, doing standings, getting pictures done, screenshots, and just trying to update some things for the good old league there on Saturday, and especially get my mind off of how it ran. But it just a good old Sunday. No NASCAR today, so didn't really have to worry about that. So just kind of hung around and was watching the SpaceX launches, which they only got to do one of them today. They were going to attempt to do 3 different types of launches today, which one got aborted and the other one had to do it because of weather, and then got to see one at about 7 o'clock right before this, so pretty big into the space stuff. I enjoy rocket science. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, anything that goes fast, man, I like that. So those things go real fast. Let me tell you, and real quick.
Yeah, I got up this morning. I lost some safety rating in some of the official Daytona races, and then I went and took a 4-hour nap because new job and put in Oh, goodness. It was about 62 hours this week, 62, 63. So I took a nice little 4-hour nap this afternoon.
You deserve it, sir.
I was tired, man.
Yeah, those are long hours, so we commend you for showing up on the weekend and putting your time in here. Hey, this could be your rest time, Lee.
Yeah, but when it comes to WSSR or Sim Racing Unleashed, this is where I started with Robert when I came on board.
Sure.
Those are the two leagues that I was doing. So, even though I was not able to join on Mondays and Tuesdays and Wednesdays anymore, I'm still sticking with my weekend fun and enjoy both of these leagues tremendously. As we go back green, it'll be 23 laps to go. Caress will lead him to the line. Hartwell on the high side. Hartwell with a nice restart.
Yeah, pretty even overall for everybody.
Yeah, Caress had the advantage going into one. Anderson to the back of Jones, going to catch Hayward to the high side. Hayward's going to now battle Anderson. That's going to be a battle for fourth position. Hayward's doing a nice job sticking it there on that high side, too.
Yeah.
Now to the back of Josh Jones.
Yeah, Josh was able to slide up in front of him. Hayward's going to need to get by. Oh, man, that was so close. The 92 cleared himself. And, woo. But look at up front, too, man. There's going to be battles everywhere, guys. It's going to be all over the place.
And as you got Dave Bush and Stipien battling back there, Yarrow's involved with that. Hartwell's looking for the lead. You've got Hayward looking to take third from Anderson. All kinds of action going on. Stipien to the inside of Dave Bush. That is going to be a battle for seventh position. Stipien will overtake it. Now Yarrow looking to overtake Bush as well as we now go into three. Back to the front. Hartwell right behind Caress. Josh Jones is caught up with him now as Hayward is right behind Anderson in fourth and fifth. Across the start-finish line, 20 to go. Zach Hall, it is starting to get shaken up like James Bond Martini.
Yeah, and the first car on tires, Michael Yarrow. How does his progress continue? Is Hartwell? Look at him. I'm telling you, he was the one I've been watching a little bit of this race. He's been super strong. This is his time to show it.
Hartwell takes him into one. Caress will be in second position. Now Jones in third will pull to the backside of...
Oh, Caress loose.
Oh, yeah, it was. And Jones has got the run. Now down to the inside of three. Jones looking to overtake that second position with 19 to go. Josh Jones to the inside of Caress and will complete the pass. And makes it. And now here comes Anderson. Anderson to the inside. He's got Jones right in front of him, so Anderson had to lift a little bit there. Woo! Caress got a little bit loose, almost touched that outside wall. Here comes Hayward now, coming into three. Hayward behind Anderson. Now underneath Caress. Caress throws the block. Across the start-finish line with 17 to go. It's a battle here at the front five.
He's spinning.
Oh, he's spinning.
No,
hang on to it, Caress.
Oh, no way.
What a save by Brayton Caress. The 91 of Brayton Caress with an outstanding save, but falls back to 13th position. Back up to the front. Hartwell has now taken off and got a lead of 8/10. Oh, my goodness, a caution.
51.
51 was involved. The 08 of Orlando Riviera was involved. Let's see what happened there. Watch him come out of four. It started with the 51 of Buzz, got up into Kerry Chim. Riviera actually missed it. So yeah, the 51 of Mark, I think it's Mark, and then the 17 of Kerry Chim in that Project Diva machine. Involved in an incident on lap 185, and we are back under caution, Zach.
Tell you what, who was really coming through, actually, we thought might have been race over, is Brandon Colley. He got up to 7th somehow. And now Yarrow up to 6th on new tires, both of them on the newer tires. Todd Neese there 9th on newer tires, but wow. It's about to get pretty crazy here. I tell you who, one person who did not like that caution was Brandon Hartwell, because he had a pretty smooth selling, I think, there to have a good shot at a win here, and had a decent gap on the guys. So he didn't like to see that, but gotta get good on these restarts, man. He had that restart there in the lead before, remember, lost it to Caress after really, a slow start, and can't have that here on this one. You gotta be the best you be.
As we are under caution, updated to our poll of the evening was, will the 76 of Josh Jones repeat? Now it's almost 50-50. 56% say no. 44% say yes. Now, if you're watching us live this evening, either on Facebook or YouTube, we're about to get what Robert likes to call freaky, crazy, freaky nuts. We're about to have a 10-lap sprint to the finish. So please do me one little favor, if you don't mind. Just go ahead and grab your mouse if you're watching on a computer. If you're on your phone, just go ahead and get that phone ready and your pointer finger ready. And I want you to hit that share button. If you're on Facebook, just share it to your timeline. Share it to your friends. If you're on YouTube, share it everywhere. Share it to every media platform you can think of. Let's let everyone see what Sim Racing Unleashed is all about with a 10-lap shootout to finish off Dover International for round number 3 of Sim Racing Unleashed, and let everyone understand and find out the true joys of Lee Tidwell and Zach Hall and our mindful wisdom when it comes to sim racing.
I don't know about much wisdom from me, but
I had to think of a way to close it out. That sounded the best.
It did sound pretty good though, but I can't take that. Ain't much wisdom in this driver's head. Except for IndyCar, I've got some wisdom there, I think.
Actually did the $1 a dash today just for fun. I love driving those Indy cars.
Yeah, that is fun. That was a good experience. And, I'm actually excited for some official racing this week. I'm actually going to do some Canadian Tire in the truck. I love me some road courses and the stock cars. And we got a pretty quick little setup there from Road to Pro that we're going to take there and hopefully go get some wins.
Get you some wins, sir.
Hopefully, unless Brian's there, and then it's chalked. We'll finish second. It's all good.
So it will be 10 to go when we go green. I guessed that one right. Look at me. I'm a smart feller. Hartwell in the lead. Lots of wisdom. It's because I'm 60 years old. That's why.
It comes with age.
Age and the loss of your hair. The more hair that falls out, the more wise you get. Hartwell in first, Jones second, Anderson third, Hayward fourth, Michael Yarrow in fifth, Colley up to sixth, Stempien up to seventh, Todd Neese eighth, Lane Doyle in ninth, Dave Bush in 10th. As I said, Steven Stempien in seventh position. Kayla, do not say anything the rest of the race, man. There will be one to go to green when we cross the line. And now when we look at the top, 5, 6, or 7, give or take some, Zach, you got Hartwell, Jones, and Anderson and Hayward all pitted on 151, Yarrow on 167, Colley on 173, Stempien on 167, Neese on 167, Lane Doyle on 167, and Dave Bush in 10th pitted on 151, the same as Jones and Hartwell and the rest of the leaders. What is this restart going to look like? Because you've got a hodgepodge of tire wear going on. I think we might see, if we see some tire spin, there could be some calamity going on and some complete mix-up at the top of the field here.
I'm watching for that 95 in this too. They're the ones sitting in the best seat with the newer tires, especially the 95 on the bottom. If the 95 can come out here fourth, going out of turn 2, I might have a good shot at this thing. It's got to get it done quick though. Not a lot of laps. This thing's click off fast here. 22 seconds to over, so.
True, as we ride along with Michael Yarrow and the number 95 machine. Got to give another shout out again to Robert and the great production values week in and week out here on Freaky Fast Broadcast.
He's the man.
He truly is the Oz of our Kansas, so to speak. Pace car comes off. Here we go. 10 laps to go when we cross the line. Hartwell and Jones in row 1. Anderson, Hayward, row 2. Yarrow, Colley in row number 3. Here we go, and a nice restart seems by everyone. We bring it into one. Hartwell and Anderson. Anderson's got a huge run.
Look at Josh Jones. He's got a great run. And look at Anderson. Wow.
And then Colley on the high side, zooming by Yarrow. Here he comes to Hayward. Yarrow way up high on the marbles. We come out of 4. 9 to go.
Coming on the new tires. Colley is driving that thing, boys.
It's Anderson and Hartwell for the lead. Jones right behind him. Then you got Colley and Hayward. Hayward and Colley going into 3. Then Stipien comes to the back end. He bumps Colley. We come out of 4. Stipien gets a little loose. Colley down to the bottom side. Anderson takes the lead from Hartwell. 8 to go. Into 1, out of 2. Anderson in the lead. Hartwell in second. Here comes Josh Jones. Hunter Hayward right behind him. And Colley back on his horse in 5th position. Into 3 now. Coming around the turn. Everyone hugs the bottom line. We're going to even it out. It'll be 7 to go when we cross the line. And
Colley, another big run. Those tires,
here comes Colley. Yep, Colley to the inside. He's going to pass Hayward into the 4th position now. Coming out of 2.
He can still do it, man. He can still do it. Look, the run to Josh Jones. I'm telling you, that 2's coming.
Colley to the inside of Josh Jones going into 3. Brandon Colley looking for that 3rd position and will take it. And it'll be 6 to go at Dover when we cross the line. Brandon Hartwell now looking to the inside of Jason Anderson. We go into 1. Anderson's going to slam the door on Hartwell. And Colley's now going to pull up to the backside of Hartwell. It's coming out of 2. Another run by the number 2 car of Colley. Colley to the inside of Hartwell. Hartwell throws the block and a caution. Lane in the 32. Lane Doyle brings out the caution on the backstretch, and a lot of cars involved. So we're watching the 32 of Bob Ross, seeing where the he just lost it coming out of 2. Just spun the tail end around. Dave Bush got collected. Brandon Delph got collected. The 51 of Buzz. So let's watch it on the replay. There it is on the inside wall. The 32 of Lane Doyle, a.k.a. Bob Ross, spinning across the track. And then you see the guys bearing down on him, didn't have anywhere to go. It looks like David Neese came down. Dave Bush tries to come and escape, but gets into Bradley Delph. And we just... Rodrigo Loga, my goodness, has no front end. Buzz got involved in that. Just all kinds of calamity ensued. And we will get set for a green-white checkered finish here at Dover. Remember when I told all you guys watching to share it? Yeah, do that again, because we're about to have some good old-fashioned 2-lap shootout. A drag race to the finish in this Dover International, the Monster Mile here at Dover.
Personally, sitting in Jason Anderson's position right now, that's the best thing that could have happened for him right there at caution. Because I don't think they were going to hold the 2 off, man. Those tires, the turn off of every corner, the runs he was getting, he was able to keep it low while everybody else is going up high, losing that speed. It was inevitable. Almost, unless something happened, some other, a little bit of a mistake. But man, oh man, that caution there, this is about to get re-racked, and Colley's going to start on the inside of them new tires. Who's going to put the power down the best? New tires equals a little bit better to be able to put that power down. If he can come out of 2 on the back bumper of that 92, it's going to get pretty spicy going into that white flag lap. So,
yeah, Colley was a man on a mission during that small green flag run as he was charging through the field. And as you said, I don't think that Jason Anderson or Brandon Hartwell would be able to hold him off for those last. It would have been 5 or so laps. Yeah. And now we're going to have it. Oh, yeah, most definitely. And now a 2-lap shootout with Collie starting to the inside behind Anderson. A lot of it's going to have to do with also the restart of Anderson and how well he does against Hartwell on that, and then what Collie can do building off of that. So an interesting 2 laps. And then you've also got Josh Jones, last week's winner, in 4th position. Stempien has now moved up to 5th. Hunter Hayward in 6th. He's had a heck of a day today. Yarrow in 7th. Leffler in 8th. Todd Neese 9th. Nicholas Lowby 10th. And this is when I need my oxygen tank to get ready for these final 2 laps.
Yeah, it's interesting too. We got Jason Anderson. I guess he said, "I'm gonna pick up some marbles." I'm questioning that. I don't think it's gonna have a huge effect. Like I've said before, with the marbles, they do affect you, but yeah, running down there and picking up marbles before I'm about to do a restart on some older tires, I'm kind of questioning the thought process there.
Hopefully he finishes in the top 3 and we can ask him.
Yeah, actually, that'd be a good question. You know, we got a few other guys. You got Josh Jones doing it, the 81 of Steve Stempien. I mean, like I said, the marbles are not huge, man. It's not like real life. If you did that in a real race car, you might as well kiss your win goodbye. You're going to light them tires up going in there. It's just not going to work by picking up all that excess rubber down there. The sim side of things, it does have effect. It definitely, I've gotten up in the marbles before and you could feel it, but it's not, you're going to wreck. You're not going to wreck. So I was just questioning it just because you're trying to put the power down, coming into this restart. We'll see how it plays out, but yeah, I've definitely been intrigued by the riding on the apron.
Yeah, I'd like to know.
Maybe he's fishing. I mean, he's got the Bass Pro Shops machine. He might be out there looking for a pond, go fishing after the race or something. But get a little better view.
Yeah. The only thing that I like about Bass Pro Shop is the big fish tank.
Oh man, yeah, Bass Pro Shops. If you're like a hunter or a fisherman, that thing's like that's like your heaven. If you're one of those things.
Yeah. See, I'm not. So.
Like, I mean, I definitely enjoy my outdoors and fishing and stuff like that. So I have a good time at Bass Pro Shops, but I'm not the biggest connoisseur of Bass Pro Shops. I go there on weekends and stuff. So.
You don't go there just to hang out. You don't know the workers by first name basis.
No. I don't even have actually Bass Pro Shops where I live, so I'd have to go upstate.
Yeah, they don't have Bass Pro Shops out there in Idaho where Zach lives.
No, they don't have them on the beach.
Have you ever met anybody that was from Idaho?
I think I had a guy in our league at one time. Racing was from Idaho, but no. Other than that, I've never talked to a person from Idaho. That place might not
Idaho.
Oh,
Idaho. Here we go. 2-lap shootout for round number 3 at Dover as you ride along with Brandon Colley. We bring them to the line. Green flag. And here we go. Bring him down. It's going to be Jason Anderson. Anderson's going to bring him into 1. Nice restart there by Colley. He's going to take it to 2nd position. Here comes Stempien to the backside of Hartwell. We come down the backstretch, 11.5 to go. Stempien now to the inside, looking for 3rd position. Will pass Hartwell. Colley now trying to make a run on Anderson. Coming out of the 4. It will be 1 lap to go. Colley right to the backside of Anderson. We're going into 1. Colley looks to the high side. Going into 1 and 2. Now Stempien coming to the backside of Colley. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Stempien gets loose. Hartwell to the high side. Now Colley, can he make it in the last turn? Brandon Colley dives it in, and he will not have it. Jason Anderson will come away with the victory. Stempien 3rd, Hartwell 4th. Josh Jones will finish in 5th position, and that will do it tonight. Oh, and everybody dies.
It's a parking lot. I think teammates there were giving a little love to each other and ended up into a little bit of a spin. But, yeah, that, the race-winning move right there was him going to the inside, blocking it, and Colley kind of getting checked up by hitting him in the bumper. I think he did want to definitely didn't want to wreck him, you know. So he's gonna, you know, slide up top, and man, oh man, what a move from Jason Anderson. That is awesome. And actually got Chuck Sweeten out there. He's letting me know. He says that he was cooling the tires. So I learned. See, I don't have wisdom. I'm learning things, man. Still learning.
We're going to take a quick.
That.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, all right, let's see if I'm going to race after this is over with.
Right?
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have Jason Anderson, Brandon Colley, and Steven Stempien up here in the booth with us to talk about tonight's action at Dover International here on Freaky Fast Broadcasting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just 2 minutes. And welcome back here to Freaky Fast Broadcasting, Sim Racing Unleashed, round number 3 here in Dover, Delaware, as we have our top 3 finishers waiting to be interviewed by Mr. Indianapolis himself, Mr. Zach Hall. We're going to bring up our third place finisher now, Mr. Steven Stempien.
Hey, Steven, it's Zach in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got a copy, guys. How you guys doing?
Oh, doing great there, man. What a comeback there for you in those final few restarts to put yourself into this podium position. And before we kind of get into that, you know, I was really monitoring the whole race there, and you seem to be really managing the tires there, Steven. Was that kind of the thought process going into tonight, you know, with the amount of tires y'all had?
Yeah, that was the game plan. I felt really good on long runs and conserving tires. Really thought I had something. Was able to push in the later runs when everybody was losing grip. So I'll practice all week, just figuring out the tire situation.
And definitely, you look like you were doing a great job, like you said, of managing those tires, and the long runs were very, very good there for the 81 tonight. Unfortunately, it didn't end on a long run, so you couldn't really put that to great effect, but you were able to rebound there from an incident and take your fast repair and bounce back to third, man. How did you end up getting back there?
Oh, man, I have no idea. I came in, took my fast repair, noticed my tires weren't that bad. They were still in the high 90s, so I was like, all right, I'm pushing. I think I ran my fastest lap at 181, I think my thing said, so I was pushing. I wanted to get back up front. I knew if it came down to it, cautions, I was able to get back up there and push hard for a couple of laps. Another caution came out, push hard, worked out.
You definitely did a great job to come back from that. It was awesome to watch you guys cut through the field there and pull yourself back up into this third position. Now, what track do y'all go to next week? Because I am uninformed, unfortunately. So.
Oh, we are at Atlanta next
Okay,
Sunday.
nice. Well, I just actually got done with the Atlanta race. How you feeling for Atlanta, Steve?
I feel really good. Atlanta's probably one of my favorite tracks. So
Awesome. Well, if you can manage the tires as well as you did there tonight, you should be right in the mix again. But yeah, congrats again, man, on the third place finish. Anybody want to send a shout out to before we let you go tonight?
Oh, of course. Obviously, my lovely girlfriend, Kayla, my dad. Thank you guys for supporting me, watching. You guys, of course, the broadcasting. And Smoke Incorporated 1 and 3 tonight. Love it.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats again, like I said, for third. And we'll catch you next week at Atlanta.
All right. You guys take care. Have a good week.
Thank you, sir. And that is Steven Stempien. He was our third place finisher this evening. As we bring up our second place finisher, Mr. Brandon Colley.
Hey,
how's it going, lady?
Man.
What's up, Zach?
Oh,
Robin,
man.
how are you guys?
Oh, we're on the edge of our seats there, Brandon. Man, you put on a show. Personally, I thought it was race over there for you in that one caution with about 20 to go. Where did you come from?
Well, played a bunch of tire strategy and tried to go. I think it was from 60 or 50 something to 150 something on tires. Cut that short. I pit just before that one, that caution, and I thought using them up sliding like that was gonna ruin my strategy, but somehow I still had a lot more speed than everybody else. Just kept forcing my way through.
Tell you what, if we wouldn't have had that green-white checker, I think you might have been the man to continue with the victory lane. Almost had a shot at it there going into one, and pretty much was just a little too close, I imagine, entering one there for you, not to run over the 92.
Well, looking at that restart, I've been getting upset all day because I kept having to start on the outside, just give up positions on restarts. But knowing it was a green-white checkered, I was really upset for the first time that I wasn't going to be restarting in second on the outside, because I was getting a better restart than everybody else the whole night. There was a little bit of a block, and I tried not to kill him. Hindsight, probably shouldn't have. But yeah, there was a bit of contact, but nothing to really get either of us out of shape.
Just remember, Brandon, anytime it's fourth down, you always punt.
Telling you, that's one for the memory banks there. I figured maybe that that contact might... I was trying to avoid it. I didn't want to be the guy that wrecked somebody to win. But when he threw the block and we made contact anyway, I was like, well, if he goes, it's not exactly my fault. But he kept it going. A little bit sad that he kept it going, but fair play to him.
Definitely a great race between y'all two there, man, as you charge up through the field to get yourself in that second position. Now, we just had a WSSR race at Atlanta, and I can tell you just from in the driver seat from last night, these guys better watch out for you next week, because until you got that little bit of damage on your nose, man, you were looking very, very strong in WSSR. So, got some good practice coming for Atlanta. You excited for that one next week?
Yeah, I actually didn't realize until after the race last night that we were going to be running Atlanta next Sunday. So I love that track. It's one of my 3 favorite. Just I like the way it drives, and somehow seemed to have a lot of speed there. So that extra practice in the race really helped. I know what to avoid doing now, so I think I've got a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, definitely, man. I tell you what, you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. I've seen it myself out there on the racetrack, man, and again, congrats on the second place finish. Before we let you go, anybody wants to shout to?
Well, first of all, shout out to you guys. Now, I am part of the broadcast group for a few nights a week now, so I get to inflate my own ego here, but love y'all's broadcasts. Always fun to watch back. I watch them back pretty much every Saturday and Sunday right after the race is over. Thanks to Stemp for not running me over there before that last caution.
Yeah, I heard him apologize.
Yeah, gave me a little bump and let me collect it, so that was a stand-up job for him. Thanks to all the league guys. Thanks to my teammates for all the encouragement and help that they offer me.
Awesome, Brandon. Well, man, congrats again on the second place finish, and we'll catch you again next Saturday at WSSR, and then Sunday here again at Sim Racing Unleashed.
Looking forward to it, guys. Have a good night.
Thank you, sir. That's Brandon Colley, your second place finisher. Let's bring up your race winner, Mr. Jason Anderson.
Hey, Jason, second the booth, man. You got a copy?
I do. How's it going, boys?
Oh, man, going great. How's it going for you, first of all, here at Victory Lane tonight?
I felt good. Just took a while to get up there. I did a bad early pit for fuel for some idiotic reason. The end of the race was good. I did have to block, which I felt like I was aggressive on the blocking. When I watched the replay, it seemed like it wasn't too bad, but I was glad everyone had a good race and we didn't wreck into one.
Yeah, man, definitely great racing between you and the two of Brandon Colley there going off into one. And like you said, it really wasn't, a horrendous block at all. I think that was a very appropriate block for the moment, especially on white flag, trying to hold off to get the victory here at Dover tonight. We've seen something that I actually wanted to question you about. when you're in here. You run around the apron on the pace laps. Was there any certain reason, or you're just having fun down there, just kind of cruising?
Oh, I didn't take enough, or I took fuel late on my last pit stop or whatever, but I was getting close to being low. I was trying to get low fuel in so I could have as much downforce as I could, because I was heating up the right rear a lot, especially after like 5 to 10 laps.
Definitely. That makes sense right? What you got to use what you got to affect your balance in these fixed races. So great stuff there, man. How was the racing for you tonight? You said you did come in early for that one stop and get the fuel, and you bounced back from it, and look where you came home with victory. So how did it end up playing strategy wise for you all tonight?
The pits, I thought I might have pitted late or too late on the last run, and I was worried someone was going to get fresh tires and charge up to the field, but a couple cautions kind of saved my tires throughout those last 50 laps. And the racing was fun. It's just I felt it seemed like everyone was pretty free, so it was kind of loose, free. It was fun. Everyone was sliding around a little bit.
Yeah, it definitely was fun to watch for us up here too. You guys sliding, kicking the rear end out there a little bit off the exits of these corners, making it exciting for us. We go to Atlanta next week here at Sim Racing Unleashed. How you feeling for Atlanta, man?
It should be a good race. The track's a lot wider, so like here we're like in a tunnel. It should be about the same results with the wider track, so I would say the racing's going to be pretty good. Maybe stretch out a little bit, but probably less cautions, hopefully.
Awesome, Jason. Well, man, again, congrats on the victory here tonight at Dover International Speedway. Before we let you go, anybody wants to shout to me?
Steve Steffi and Smoke Geek to put some good cars together, nice paint jobs. We're having fun, just working with each other, just having a good old time.
Awesome, Jason, man. Well, again, congrats, and we'll catch you next week in Atlanta.
All right, sounds good, guys.
And that was Mr. Jason Anderson, your race winner here tonight for round number 3 at Dover International Speedway for Sim Racing Unleashed. And excuse me, we get set to go through your finishing order tonight. Jason Anderson with the win. Brandon Colley coming in second. 8 1/1000ths of a second difference there between 1 and 2. Steven Stipien in third. Brandon Hartwell fourth. Josh Jones will finish in fifth. Michael Yarrow 6th, Stephen Leffler 7th, Hunter Hayward in 8th. Nice showing for Hayward. Todd Neeson 9th, Braden Kress in 10th, Nicholas Lobey in 11th, David Neese 12th, 13th will be Michael Palmer, 14th Dave Bush, 15th Mark Piszczek, 16th Bradley Delph, 17th Paul Cohen, 18th Kerry Chim, 19th Fernando Gamboa, 20th Rodrigo Loga, 21st Lane Doyle, 22nd Orlando Riviera, 23rd, Jason T. Adams. 24th, Aaron Bradford. 25th, Robert Cheswick. 26th, Robbie Darnell. And 27th will be James Small. And that will round out your finishing order for Dover as we pack it up. And Robert, where are you at tomorrow with the eNASCAR Outlaw League and the ARCA cars?
Oh, I don't know.
Kansas, I think, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Kansas,
Yep,
yeah.
Kansas. That's right. We're at Kansas all week with ARCA cars at 7:50 tomorrow night with Brandon Colley up here in the booth with me. So it's going to be me, Robert, Moyer here calling action with Brandon Colley in that number 2 car. And then Tuesday night we'll have the trucks at eNASCAR Outlaw League. And then the Cup Series with Zach and maybe Brian if he's free. We'll be calling all the action. And then we're off Thursday. And then off Friday because, that's wifey night. And then we get ready for World Series of Sim Racing League. And back here to Sim Racing Unleashed with Zach and Lee and me up in the booth the weekend again. So, but until then, hopefully everybody has the rest of the great weekend here at, not here, but man, I don't know where I'm going with this. Fill me in because I'm totally lost. Yeah, I didn't talk all race and now I'm totally clustered. Help me out, Lee.
You always close the broadcast out, so I was just giving you that opportunity. So everyone, thank you for joining us at Dover for Sim Racing Unleashed. We'll see you tomorrow night, same bat time, same bat channel for eNASCAR Outlaw League and the ARCA cars at Kansas. For Zach Hall and Robert A. Moya, I'm Lee Tidwell. Everyone have a great rest of the evening, and as always, watch out for snakes.
Bye-bye.